This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Yeah, hop in a Rari, change my life so I bought a Ferrari. Space coupe, we rockin' Atari. Take for granted the life that I'm giving. Taking risks.
Get a job. Get a job.
Every time that you see me, I'm flying high. Where my whole life without being defined. All the struggle I went through, I'm living. I can change your life in a second. Needed time, so I bought me a big
Behind me is one person from every country on earth.
To me, man. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Yeah. Loving you was the biggest lie.
Dealing with
Changed my life
blockchain,
around everything.
people's money,
Feeling stronger
transactions.
than I've ever been. Put me back to the better days. Waste my life just to find a way. Seeing everything just fade away. Risking everything to throw away. Sell my soul just to find a way.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. This shit ain't nothing to me,
Seeing
man.
the people that did me wrong, I cannot see them through the front glass. Changing my life, it's moving fast. Jet in a hurricane moving past. I knew in my future I'd make it out. Hop on a Porsche, they hating fast. Saying they love me, I know it's fake. I'm seeing the lies right in your face. I'm on a stage, I got a place. Light to me now, I kill the scene. I just got the brand new interface. Look in your eyes, I see the pain. Watching this light just fade away. Blew out the bass and 808s. Hang up on me now, you change your face. See me blowing up, it's time to change. Making a move, I gotta change. See my life over everything. Two-tone watch, I stayed the same. Higher mind than the average man. Beaten down, but I still survive. I refuse to be broken now. Know my worth, I ain't joking. I remember all the words.
If you're thirsty, you're dehydrated. If I ever find myself thirsty and dehydrated, I drink the whole bottle at once. And the reason I do this is to rehydrate myself.
Yeah, hop in a Rari, change my life so I bought a Ferrari. Space coupe, we rockin' Atari. Take for granted the life that I'm giving. Taking risks every day that I'm living. Don't listen now, but you remember why. Every time that you see me, I'm flying high. Where my whole life without being defined. All the struggle
shit
I went
ain't
through, I'm
nothing
living.
to me,
I can change your life in a second. Needed time, so I bought me a big watch. See the time tick by my wristwatch. Realize that life is a big stop. Checking over my shoulder, I needed that. Know my life is not for me, I'm spitting facts. Pulling up on my brother, I'm ripping fast. Yeah, loving you was the biggest lie. Changed my life around everything. Feeling stronger than I've ever been. Put me back to the better days. Waste my life just to find a way. Seeing everything just fade away. Risking everything to throw away. Sell my soul just to find a way.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
What is going on? What is happening? Freaking... Let's go, dude. Let's go. I got the soundboard.
God
Let's go.
is literally punishing you.
All right. I don't know if you guys have been following this, but there was this art person, an art community person called Synnibea03, and they were outed. I actually watched the stream with Chud Logic, so I was familiar with that. This person messaged a minor inappropriate material, and that's caused quite the backlash. You'd think this is a small channel, the Synnibea person. They have like 500,000 subscribers, so this actually was quite a large controversy as far as the art community was concerned, to my understanding. I don't really watch that type of thing. Well, in the shadows lurked a content creator by the name of Just A Robot, also known as Jar. And this person set out to defend Synnibea. And basically, from what I've seen, it was just because they wanted to bang him. They were like interested in having an intimate relationship with this person. But you can be the judge of that. I've only recently started looking into it. I was not interested until today, honestly. Then I started watching some of the newer stuff, and it gets pretty bad. But first, we want to watch the video Just A Robot came out with, which I actually was able to find. And unlike some other people, I'm not going to pretend like this is some super secret thing that only I was able to. This is not exclusive. If you want to go somewhere else, you want to watch this with yourself, you don't want my beautiful commentary, you can take yourself over to Two Face Two Colors YouTube channel, and you can check out the re-upload. I don't know why. I'm watching videos where they're like, I was trying to find this, and I was watching videos where people were like, but we have it. We have it. Don't you worry. JoeShmoe got the re-upload. It's not that special. You can find it. It's right there. You just can watch it right there. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna watch this video that Just A Robot made to defend this person who, by the definition that I'm familiar with, groomed a minor. Let's roll it.
I was going to make a video talking about a recent document that was released about me, but the
Audio
situation
okay?
has gotten much more serious as I
like it's
realize the
quiet.
damage that I've caused.
Another person in the ArtCC has been outed as a bad person. Gee, that's surprisingly new. In other news, there's gonna be a sunrise tomorrow morning. That being said, this situation might not be as cut and dry as you once thought. Unlike
Dude, as mentioned in chat, she literally admitted to doing the thing that she's being accused of. It's pretty cut and dry, but so you can already see where this is going. This gets pretty good. This gets pretty good.
everyone else who rushed out their video on Cinny, I actually reached out to her, and she agreed to do.
Yeah, you tried to get in her pants. Actually, I'm not even sure if that was your goal. I think that the only type of relationship this person is capable of having is like a distant Discord girlfriend. You wanted to fall asleep with her in Discord chats.
Do an interview with me, just like with the pyrocynical drama.
This is not like the pyrocynical drama. We're not getting into the pyrocynical drama, but this is not like the pyrocynical drama.
Spoctor drama from 2016 and the Hopeless Peaches drama. There was something about the Synnibear situation that didn't feel right. I'll give you
I wasn't in her DMs yet.
two options. You can take the blue pill and just believe the mainstream opinion about Cinny, or you can take the red pill and I can show you just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
That is not his actual intro. Oh my god. Oh, and I almost forgot. This will make it so much sweeter. Okay, this is gonna this person, this god, Two Faces, Two Colors, has the original link. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. And the original description. Okay, keep in mind that this person is like on record. They made a video where it was like, I did this shit, okay? And this person is trying to say like, no, actually you didn't do that. Like, I don't even, like, that's the whole problem. What are you trying to say? Anyway, a lot of people are talking about the Synnibear situation in the same manner they were talking about the Pyro drama a few years ago. No, they were not. Like, the Pyro literally came out with a video, and there's many reasons that he got as much credibility afterwards that he did. We're not getting into that. But Pyro at least had points to make in his defense. Synnibear came out in a video and was like, yeah, I did that shit and I'm sorry. I looked deep into the situation. More than 90% of the people, and I can safely say that almost no one has the full story. That's a dangerous game to play. I've run into that myself on this ginormous channel. Y'all know I'm a YouTube juggernaut. I've run into this issue myself where, like, when you're stumbling upon something that you think you have a unique take on, you're wondering why no one else has talked about it. You have to take a step back and ask yourself, why? Why is no one taking this approach to this topic? You gotta be careful. Or you turn into, I don't even remember his name anymore, King of Nothing with the Ethan Klein video or some dog shit like that. This video will certainly be controversial, guys, my friends, going through financial problems in regards to her family. Okay, and then there's a GoFundMe to this guy's friend's family restaurant. This guy just has no clue. This Just a Robot guy is just, that's why we're going to start covering it way late, because this is genuinely some of the funniest shit I've ever seen come out of this guy, dude. He is like completely socially inept. He has no fucking clue what he's doing. Let's watch him defend a groomer.
Before I begin, I would like to make some disclaimers regarding this video. Number 1. One of the subjects involved in this video goes by a different name than they used to, due to identifying under a different name and gender. If you know the user by the name of Birdie within the animation meme community from years ago, a drama I actually made reference to in my last video, which I to this day do not know anything about, then you should know they now go by he, it pronouns.
Was Birdie, refresh my memory, somebody, was Birdie Synnibear's partner? I think they were.
See, half the people in it are.
And if that's the case, then that's the person who like recorded like the call, like she recorded the confrontation with Synnibear when they found out about, what was it, the minor was 14, I think, that Synnibear was messaging inappropriately.
Or trans. When talking about their drama, I will refer to it as Birdie, but for the rest of
Look, I don't want to be a dick. I gotta say this right off the bat. Who the fuck is clicking on this, anything this guy makes, seeing this image and going, fuck yeah, I'm subscribing, let's watch this shit? Where do these people come from, dude? I don't understand how half these people get to where they're at, bro. I don't understand.
To the video, I will call him Jack as that is what he prefers to be called. Second, please give what you can to help save my friend's family restaurant. A link to the GoFundMe.
I bet you that family is so pissed. I could you imagine being the family restaurant? Could you imagine being the friend after the way that this video went over? And the nature of the video. Yeah, dude, please promo my family's business that supports us. The life and blood of my family, what keeps us from being homeless. Please promote that in your pedo defense video. Thank you so much. I bet they're really happy.
Me will be down below. I know it doesn't seem like the time for it, but I promised my friend I would shout it out in every single video until we raise the money for it. And
I bet you he was like, no, that's okay. Please don't. Please don't do that.
And number 3, some of the stuff you may hear me talk about in this video will be a bit troubling to some, but I am going to keep my wording simple and brief, and show evidence that will be highly censored. Now you might have heard of the Birdie drama, back when they were bashed by the ArtCC for seemingly no reason. After all of that drama, they became best friends with Synnibea03, who I will just be referring to as Synny for the duration of this video. They moved in together around 10 months ago, but unfortunately their friendship didn't last. Last time I heard about
What game is playing?
2 ArtCC people moving in together, it was Kai and Omnia, and yeah, we all know how that turned out.
No, I don't. A lot of people actually don't. A lot of people actually don't, dude. He does this in like current interviews where he references shit that nobody reasonably would have any fucking knowledge of at all.
For the duration of this video.
Hold on.
They
Look at
moved
this.
in together around
like this is how out of touch this individual is. It gets to a comical level.
months
Okay.
ago, but unfortunately their friendship didn't last.
Hold on.
Last time I heard about 2 ArtCC people moving into
He's about to reference something that he expects everyone that watches this to know. He's defending a 500,000 subscriber YouTuber in the art community, and he's about to reference some shit that we're all just supposed to know. Okay.
together, it was Kai and Omnia, and
12,000 views, 18,000 views. Big numbers. Big numbers. That's the equivalent of me going, and you guys know how I was with the Oompaville vegan teacher live stream coverage. We all know how that went. You have no clue what I'm talking about. You didn't watch that. I know you didn't because you don't like me. Nobody likes me. But literally, my video did more. Like, I'm referencing a video that I posted that got more views than both of these. And I don't expect you to know that information because why would you? Do you even know what I'm talking about? The Oompaville Call Me Chris vegan teacher drama? They both made videos about it too. Do you no clue? Oh, let's not reference it like it's supposed to be common knowledge.
yeah, we all know how that
Let's touch some fucking grass once in a while, ladies and gentlemen.
turned out. ArtCC people just don't move in with one another. It never turns out great. As for how I first learned about Synnibea03,
I think when freaks on the internet move in with each other, it never turns out great. I think it has nothing to do with your community.
first discovered Synny through her video on Spocter. Other than that, I just saw her video on Lio and Peaches, along with the first few minutes of her video on Deadwing
Wasn't Peaches that he keeps referencing a part of the Planet Dolan crew?
Dork. Ironically, Synny brought up that she was moving in with Jack at the very end of her Spocter video.
I'm moving out soon. My original plan was to move out in January, but things have changed. I'm going cross country to pick up my friend so that we can roommate together. They've been an online friend for a long, long time, and they've been dealing with a really
Keep in mind this guy has an editor and everything. So like what value does this guy offer? Like it pisses me off. How much money do you think this guy makes after paying an editor and everything?
unsafe living situation for a while now, so I want to go get him. My family has been really adamant about me not doing this, though. They already hated the idea of me moving out so soon, but
Listen to your parents. Your parents are normally right. Most parents are normally right, okay? Every teenager thinks their parents are idiots that hate them and don't have their best. That's not the case. Okay, life is not a Disney movie where you defy your parents, don't go to college and become a famous artist, okay? It's not how the world works, okay? The parents normally are right. Parents are normally right. End of discussion.
they hate my roommate even more.
When I heard this, I thought nothing of it.
I understand they're worried for my safety, but the way they've gone about being worried has been really stressful. I need to go on this road trip, I need to help my friend, and I need to make my own decisions. I need to get out of this house.
Remember all of this stuff about Cindy's parents not being okay with her moving in with Jack, because it will become important later. As they were living with one another, someone made a document accusing Cindy of doing very bad things with minors. Jack called Cindy out for this.
I like how he's already downplaying the allegations. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm looking too far into it, but he can't just say what the accusations are. He's trying to poison the well going into it. He's trying to already get you to see his side of things. So instead of just saying that doing some very bad things with minors, is that just me, or is that cushioning the blow? Are we trying to cushion the blow of what the allegations actually entail?
Decisions. I need to get out of this house.
Accusing Cindy of doing very bad things with minors. Jack called Cindy out for this. It made a video. The video absolutely blew up, and
yeah, because a YouTuber with freaking 500,000 subscribers got, with documentable evidence, called out for like grooming children. Why are you look, he's about to just be like, nobody really paid attention to this story. Dude, it was all there. All right. It was all there, bro. Synnibear even admitted it. Synnibear was like, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. That was crazy that I did that shit.
Tons and tons of people also made videos on Cindy. I, along with many other people, wouldn't have learned about this situation for a lot longer if Jack didn't make its video. There are two docs that
Jack didn't make its video? What? Is that what he said? Did he just say if Jack didn't make its video? He didn't say that.
Accusing Cindy of doing very bad things with minors.
What?
Jack called Cindy out for this. It made a video. The video absolutely blew up, and tons of people also made videos on Cindy. I, along with many other people, wouldn't have learned about this situation for a lot longer if Jack didn't make its video.
He did. I wouldn't have learned about this situation for a lot longer if Jack didn't make its video. They have it pronouns, Joe. He calls Jack it. What? 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 We go by it now? What? Am I hateful? Am I a bigot? Is that not stupid? Are we not crossing a line here? People identify as it? What? They, whatever. Them, whatever. I get it. Whatever. I don't care. But it? Okay. Moving forward.
There are two docs that compiled all the evidence of what Cindy did. The first one has 111 pages.
It's 111 pages long! You're kidding me! You're kidding me!
Sure, it's long.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't drop Tom in a negative light in a video, dude. He's reached that level of audience, man. The Tom clan, bro. You cannot negatively speak upon Turkey Tom anymore. He's at that point, dude. He's got that type of audience going on these days.
But it's mostly just screenshots.
That's where he fucked up. That's the beginning of the fuck up. That was the biggest in the first 5 minutes of the video, dude. That was a bad play. Bad play, bro. Don't drop the Tom, man, unless it's praise and glory, bro. Don't do it.
Severe allegation in this document was that Cindy was grooming a 14-year-old by sending them inappropriate pictures. Unfortunately, the doc is so long that most people didn't look at it in its entirety, and if they did, they didn't look at it.
No, what was that in chat? No, he agrees with Tom in this part. No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You get the comments that are, Tom drop? Weird. You get those. You get those types of comments.
Carefully. Now, some of you may be asking, how old was Cindy when this all happened? Was she 16 when she was talking to the 14-year-old? Or 17? Nope, she was 20, about to turn 21. Like,
what? I gotta start watching, I guess.
Look at it very carefully. Now, some of you may be asking, how old was Cindy when this all happened? Was she 16 when she was talking to the 14-year-old?
Why is he saying... I heard it right. Why is he saying this like it's some new revelation that adds context that wasn't there before? He's like, now you may be asking, was she 16 when talking to the 14-year-old? No, he's about to say, no, she was 21. That's worse. That's bad. What?
Or 17? Nope, she was 20, about to turn 21. Like her birthday was right around the corner. The 14-year-old also made their own doc, and it's, oh god, 188 pages long.
188 pages? No!
No! No! No! No! No! No!
But
Me and Turkey Tom have the same microphone. That's basic.
it's almost entirely just made up of screenshots, so it's not as long as it may seem at first. Now, some of you might say
He
that
admitted
these
he
screenshots
skimmed
are
it.
out of context, or maybe the messages are fake. After all,
I don't know if you're good. Then don't do the video, right? If you skim it on a live stream, that's almost forgivable. Because then at that point, if someone's watching you react to something live, they have the full context of what you're viewing, what you're retaining, and what you're getting your opinion from, I guess. But if you're making a video and you're trying to place yourself as like some type of authority figure on the topic, then you cannot fucking just skim it. That's insane.
Discord is one of the easiest websites to use to fake messages. I mean, it's happened to me before, so it might have happened to Synni.
My response to the grooming allegations. We have to look into that. There must be more there.
But the thing is, those allegations aren't just allegations anymore because Synni admitted to it.
I've
All right, end of the video. Good. Good. All right, that was a wrap. It's a wrap, guys. She admitted. Synni admitted to it. That's a wrap. Oh wait, no, we have a fucking hour and a half left. Okay, my
been
bad.
an irresponsible content creator, and I've been acting inappropriately towards my fans. This alone is enough for me to realize I need to make sweeping changes to how I conduct myself and how I interact with my fans. But the most serious thing I've done is I've groomed a minor.
Dude, literally says it word for word. It's not my word. I can literally say non-allegedly they groomed a minor. They said so themselves. They groomed a minor. They groomed a minor. They did it. They did that
I
shit.
became friends with a 14-year-old after I made a mental note to myself to not become friends with minors again. And
A mental note to myself to not become friends with... This person better be saying I'm done making content forever, okay? I'm not going to sit here and make a judgment on should this person be in a cage. But they, at the very least, if you have to make a mental note to not befriend minors on the internet, you cannot be running a 500,000 sub YouTube channel. That's insane. I'm sorry. You can do whatever. Go get another job, change your name, pretend this never happened. If I can't find you, then you're allowed to move on at that point, I guess. But Jesus Christ.
I overshared with them. I shared graphic, explicit materials with them when I shouldn't have. I groomed this child, and I knew what I was doing was wrong. And I betrayed everyone.
I knew this video was bad, but I had not watched it. I've only watched the recent coverage, and it's worse than I thought it was going to be.
Who looked up to me. I betrayed my friends. I've done the worst possible thing I could have done, and I'm suffering from my choices.
On the one hand, I am happy she admitted to it so fast, but on the other hand, she groomed a minor! I could go over the proof in the doc,
should be the
but
end of your video,
drama
dude.
seems like it's already over. Proof of what she did came out, her roommate talked about it, making the situation blow up.
Yo, dude, look at that. I gotta stop pausing every time I see
could have
something
done,
funny.
and I'm suffering from my...
Where is it?
Proof of what she did came out, her roommate...
Look at him stand on business, dude. Look at... The poor artist, man. The poor... You guys know how I feel about artists. But this is the poor animator, man. The poor artist that drew his shit,
They
man.
talked about it, making the situation blow up, and she admitted to it. It's like that one clip from Rick and Morty.
And now, another quick mystery. I just want to know who could have done something like this. It's a travesty. I did. You see this knife and all the blood on it? Here's my fingerprints. Guilty. I sentenced you to life in prison.
Everybody, including Synni, seems to be in agreement that she's a groomer. But I think a lot of you want me to be a...
Why are you comparing that? Because you're about to tell me why it's not cut and clear. Why are you comparing that to a scenario in Rick and Morty? Just right there. Why are you comparing that to a scenario in Rick and Morty? Period. Also, why are you comparing that to a scenario in Rick and Morty where the guy literally did murder somebody and then admitted to it? Like, it just the lack of awareness. Like, this guy has no concept of reality.
As transparent as possible and go over the two really big dogs. I've seen a lot of false information get spread around about this situation, and I want you all to understand exactly what's going on, because let's be honest here, most people aren't going to go through two massive dogs.
Including you.
The only one defending Synni at all is Kumo. And let's be honest here, he's a guy who everybody hates, so if anything, he probably made the situation even worse for her. The guy is an absolute contrarian, and many people consider him to be a troll. Clearly, he's just doing this to stir up drama. But as I was working on my Synni video, I kept on going back and changing a lot of things about it. And once I finished my video on Synni and looked at all the evidence I had lined up, it just didn't feel like a good video to me. I got that same feeling I had during the Pyro drama, the Hopeless Peaches drama, and the Spoctor drama. For those of you who do not know what the Spoctor drama is...
Do I need to know? Do I need to know? Do I need to know? Alright, enlighten me. Enlighten me with your gameplay in the background of your avatar. With the gameplay music. Oh god, your poor editor. You just have to sit here and edit your stupid freaking avatar in front of some gameplay footage.
Basically, back
and
in
you
2018,
can't be fucked, right? You have too much going on, right?
Was accused of inappropriately messaging minors as young as 13 years old. But he got out of them because he did those actions when he was 16 to 17. Synni was 20, about to turn 21. So there's no way she's innocent, right? Well...
yes. Alright, I'm with you. Don't fuck it up. Quit while you're ahead.
Well, I told myself the same thing, but then I noticed
that she was a girl. And I like women. And I wanted her to sing me sweet nothings on Discord.
Down her apology video, and I decided to reach out to her because I just felt so uneasy. And after I interviewed her, which I will play at the end of this video, I realized that Synni and all of you were lied to. I've gone against the mainstream art commentary community opinion lots of times. I did it in the Peaches drama, the Antunes drama, and the Toby drama.
What were we... Okay, we'll get into that. What were we lied to? Sent inappropriate images to a minor. That classifies as grooming. This person groomed a child. They admitted it. There is evidence. They admitted it. What do you fucking mean, dude? What are we being lied to about? Tell me.
The last one didn't go so well for me, but the other two went pretty well. I know 100% that I'm going to get a lot of backlash for making this video, but someone with a sizable audience needs to say something. The first big red flag to me was how...
Bro really said on stream she's a woman and I'm a straight man, even though I have a girlfriend. How can I not have sexual interest? Dude, it's literally... This guy would love that guy I made that video about I posted recently, a couple days ago. The yellow flash. These guys are just like coomers, dude. Like, it's not like to live in a world, to like be so fucked in the head that you literally just like assume that like every man that meets a woman, like they all just are like instantly sexually attracted to every woman they ever meet. You were a problem, bro. The yellow flash, he's like this freaking... He's just funny. He's just funny. Watch my video if you have the time about it. He was mad about Rogue the Bat having back skin removed from Sonic. It's bad.
How quickly Synni admitted to grooming. When it comes to groomers, they never do that. Cosmodor didn't do that. EDP didn't do that. In fact, there's not one single groomer that I can think of that has ever done that. The only person that I can think of who admitted to being a groomer before Synni was Spoctor, but he was innocent. If you've seen my Vincent Skullman video on my old channel, then you know that I've proven that ArtCC people are cartoonishly spineless. Just a little social pressure will make them admit to things that they haven't done.
That is so funny because that happened to him after making this video, bro. Literally just described himself, bro. Freudian slip. Is that what the cool kids call it? They call it Freudian slip?
In court, people are allowed to rescind their guilty plea, and that is put into law because humans are, well, human. They can be pressured into saying that they're guilty even when they aren't. Tons of people have admitted to practicing witchcraft because they were pressured into it.
Okay, Jaw, that may be true, but did you actually watch Jack's video?
Yes, and it barely had any evidence at all. It is mostly just Jack talking, and that's pretty much it.
Sock has expressed discomfort with Synni multiple times, and Synni hasn't made an effort to change anything. She made graphic...
Dude, this... You know what? One of the... I've said this before. One of the main problems with the art community, online artists, is they have this, like, very, like, loose, like, oh, I just want to have fun with it. This is cute. They don't put any effort in actually getting better. And the greatest example, and I've talked about this before, the greatest example of that is when fucking PewDiePie practiced art for a week and made better art than like the majority of artists you will see on Twitter, because he treated it like he treated it with discipline, like he was improving a skill and wasn't just like doodling and trying to have like, oh, I'm just fun. And the problem is not that they're just trying to have fun with drawing and they don't ever improve. The problem is that they want to be respected. They want to be respected for their for fucking just scribbling on a page and producing something that I could have made in middle school, as a child. And some of them are legitimately children, but that's a whole separate thing. They shouldn't be on the internet in the first place. But that's one of my big things with the art community, especially when they get into it with like VR. No, AI art is really bad because it takes art. Like, dude, like if your art is good, like people will commission your art. The problem is your art's just not good. Most artists' art is not good enough. Like, and you want this, and you're like entitled to this respect for being an artist when you put like little to no effort into actually like becoming like a respectable artist, like as far as having a respectable level of skill set in that field goes. It's so annoying, dude. I hate the majority. There are some good ones. There are always some good ones, but I hate like the majority of Twitter artists, dude. They're so fucking entitled.
Graphic rape comics, including Sock's characters, and sent them to people she barely knew, who then leaked them because she didn't fucking know them. Sock expressed discomfort again, and Synni doubled down and told Sock off because she can cope however she wants, I guess. I haven't looked at the screenshots. I've only heard like testimony of this, but it's disturbing.
I haven't looked at the screenshots. I've only...
What? Okay, we're supposed to... He keeps zooming in on things that are supposed to be points. And I keep having to go back because I feel like, oh, I must have misheard what was said because that is not a point. There's a non-point. Why am I supposed to pay attention to this? And then I play it back and it's exactly what I thought was said.
Hasn't made an effort to change anything. She made graphic rape comics, including Sock's characters, and sent them to people she barely knew, who then leaked them because she didn't fucking know them. Sock expressed discomfort again, and Synni doubled down and told Sock off because she can cope however she wants, I guess. I haven't looked at the screenshots. I've only heard like testimony of this, but it's disturbing.
Okay, so she only looked at testimony, but later on, Synni does admit to doing this. So this is supposed to be like, oh, they only heard the testimony of these accusations. They don't even know if it happened because they haven't seen the images. But then Synnibear later on does confess to doing it. This is why am I supposed to pay extra attention to that as if it proves something? Let's have him tell me.
I haven't looked at the screenshots. I've only heard like testimony of this, but
she hasn't...
That is not a rock what the fuck moment. That is not a rock what the fuck moment at all, dude.
An obsession with...
Am I being gaslit? Is this robot gaslighting me right now?
Boy, to this very day. Before I found out about all this, Synni actually DM'd me last night and said, oh, boy's yelling at me, because I think she has like an imaginary version of him. I don't know. And I was like, why is he yelling at you? And she's like, I don't feel comfortable saying. And then I found out from someone else what she did.
No, I don't even know what, like, so what did you say? He's trying to spin a narrative. I think that I think he knows he's wrong. I think he's just straight gaslighting. I think he literally is just straight gaslighting. He's trying to bring up anything that resembles a point and emphasizing it to try to gaslight you into thinking that what you're watching isn't just a piece of shit. I think it's just straight manipulation and gaslighting. I truly believe it's just genuinely malicious. Because a lot of people are idiots. Like I'm sure he's gotten used to this. I wonder how many more instances of this there are, because you see this with other people. Like Hassan Piker is an excellent example. You could just say shit to certain audiences and they just buy it if you're the talking head that they like the most.
And she just wasn't gonna tell me.
Some of you may bring up that Jack and Synni were best friends, and it would be in denial about what their friend did. The thing is, though, Jack is very, very autistic. Like...
This guy just called someone else autistic. That's funny, dude.
I can't be the only one who thinks it's weird that Synni allegedly groomed a 14-year-old and...
Allegedly, not allegedly. Groomed a 14... No, not allegedly. Stop that. She admitted to it. There's evidence. It happened. There's no allegedly here. He's gaslighting you. He is gaslighting. This is malicious. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's not that stupid. He's not that stupid. He knows what he's doing. He is just going to say shit and you're supposed to accept it. Allegedly, as if there's doubt. There is no doubt. They are guilty of this. Ask them. They will tell you. They are guilty of this.
And Jack somehow makes it about itself and gets $10,000 in donations. Like,
don't you ever disrespect panty and stocking with that art ever again, dude.
what? How does that work? If that's the rule from here on out, Professor Dreadlock has been messaging minors inappropriately. Now give me $10,000, please. Even
Who the fuck is Professor Dreadlock?
if you're moving out.
Why does he keep referencing people that there's no fucking way anybody knows who they are, dude?
You don't need $10,000 unless you live in California or New York or something. In fact, if you live in one of those two states, $10,000 will only cover your rent for a week. But why couldn't Jack just ask for, I don't know.
So now he's trying to paint her as if she was just clout grabbing or money grabbing, trying to capitalize on the situation. Honestly, $10,000 is too much if you're just trying to move out. I'm going to be honest. But is that a malicious thing or is that just a lack of experience thing? Because all the people involved in this seem to be very inexperienced in life. They as I remember before I moved out and got my own apartment, I was like one of these Doomer Hassan fans that thought that it was like impossible to take care of myself because it was so expensive. And then you look into it and you do it. It's not that fucking bad. So that's the victim. That is the proven, as one of the proven, that is not the victim, right? But as one of the proven victims of this, like trying to paint her like she's right. She's exposing this person for this person grooming a minor. Okay. And then you're like, well, she tried to capitalize on it. So fucking what, dude? She was right. She was correct. That person did groom a minor. Well, she started a GoFundMe for $10K. Okay. Whatever. It doesn't change the point that this person did groom a minor. This guy's malicious. This guy is malicious. This guy is gaslighting. This guy's bad. He's not just dumb. He didn't just make a bad video. He is malicious.
$2,000 or $3,000 and then get a job. Well, that's because it doesn't work. Yep, Cinny was paying the overwhelming majority of the rent. Jack needed Cinny.
So now we're supposed to forgive Cinny for being a groomer because they were paying the majority of the rent at this household that this other person's trying to get out of. The person groomed a child robot man. That is why people are upset. Stop trying to gaslight me and thinking there's more to it. You piece of shit.
Cinny, but Cinny did not need Jack. Cinny is working a real job. She's making money, and she's paying rent. Jack, for the longest time, was on
Roy Raptor. Jar Drag Cigarette. Haven't heard that name in years.
Security until he moved. So let me get this straight.
Are we gonna have to go to war with the Art CC people? Because I feel like that whole community gets shook the fuck up if this is the quality of content coming out of there, bro.
Taxes to it, and now we're giving $10,000 to it. It almost seems like Jack had everything to gain by throwing its friend under the bus.
But Jar, the document had all the proof. I mean, look how many pages it had. All that evidence must prove that Cinny's a groomer, right?
No, when Sydney admitted to the accusations, that proved that Sydney was a groomer. I hate having to keep repeating the points, but I just don't want him to get away with any of this gaslighting bullshit at all. I want to give him no space, bro, if I'm going to be reacting to this live.
Well, actually, no. There's not one shred of evidence that Cinny groomed anyone. Just testimony, one of which came from...
She admitted to doing it. She admitted to doing it.
Herself, ironically. Now, I want to make this 100...
He literally said as much. There's actually no evidence that Sydney groomed anybody. Actually, the only evidence is she admitted to grooming people. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, God, this guy's good, dude. This guy's
crystal
great.
Clear. Cinny did 100% speak inappropriately around minors. But
all right, we got him.
Know who else did that? Pyro.
Recently, to those who are unaware, I've been accused of grooming a 15-year-old boy when I was 19. That I'm some kind of predator and was aware of his age all along. This is categorically untrue and a complete lie. But a few days ago, a poorly written Google Doc has surfaced claiming...
Yeah, but the difference is Pyro, and I don't want to get too far into the Pyro thing. Long story short, I think Pyro got away with that shit way too fucking clean. Way too fucking clean. But there was... I believe, and this has been years, the difference is Pyro was able to prove that there's no evidence that Pyro for sure knew the age of the kid, right? He didn't know what he was doing. There's no evidence to suggest otherwise. In this case, there is. The person has admitted to grooming a minor. That is the difference, which is a ginormous, huge difference. These situations are entirely different. This is like comparing every single case of grooming a minor and just saying they're all exactly the same. Like, or every accusation ever thrown of someone being a groomer.
Claiming that I have lied in my response and I'm 100% guilty. I just want to be clear, I have never lied at any point. This document is disingenuous, manipulative, and it fails to include so...
I could say the same thing about the call-out doc on Synnibear. You could say it, but it wouldn't be true. Because the call-out doc on Synnibear was proven correct by Synnibear saying it was true. So you could say that, but it wouldn't be true. You're trying... This is malicious again. This is malicious again. He's trying to act like it's the same. Like, he's trying to act like the reasons that you may have forgiven Pyro should apply to this situation when they should not. They are separate situations that are very different.
So much of my original statement. This document...
He's poisoning the well, if you will.
It makes, like, insane assumptions based on limited and broken evidence. It's not hard to dismantle it. It's just annoying that I have to be the one to do it.
Dude.
These conversations never led to any nudes being exchanged. It was just purely fantasy gossip.
He's not even being subtle about the comparisons he wants you to draw. He's literally flashing on the screen. This is the same for Synnibear. If you've forgiven Pyro, you need to forgive Synnibear. If you still watch Pyro, then you need to still watch Synnibear. The situations are exactly the same. See, let me flash it in front of your face 16 more times. When they are not. They're not
Garbage.
the same.
Something which Ivory himself confirms.
Did he ever ask you for nudes?
No.
No.
Several of our conversations were leaked online by Ivory. Here's one of the more damning ones.
I'd love for my Sona to be licking at his fat, sweaty while rubbing his belly from behind, and then just having him gas all over my Sona's face. That'd be so nice. Or if mine was just underneath him, getting railed underneath his huge belly, and your Sona could be gassing non-stop as he f***s mine like... Huh? Well, to be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while... Well, to be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while rubbing you against my huge, sweaty moobs, then kiss your cheeks, telling you how much I loved you, and then kiss you on the lips and let out a hard, long belch into your mouth. Come on.
I mean, yeah, we shared some fat furry art. We had some...
Can we all just take a moment? Can we all just take a moment to appreciate how fucking funny that is? Dude, holy shit, dude. That guy's fucked up. That guy on the screen right there, love him or hate him, he's fucked up. That guy's fucked up, dude.
Some weird fantasy roleplay, but there was no sexual interest.
Again, you could 100% say the same thing for Synnibear. No, you can't.
There were no nudes exchanged. His name, his appearance, it wasn't important to me. He never once disclosed the fact that he was 15 at the time these exchanges commenced. He didn't include his age in his bio until he was 16, but I was not on Twitter between the 28th of December 2016 until the 29th of June 2017, as I was suspended.
Again, his biggest point here is proving that there's no evidence that he was aware of what he was doing with a minor, that the person was a minor. The difference with Synnibear is they were. Who gave us that information? Synnibear. So despite how many times JustARobot wants to flash that these are the same on the screen while playing Pyro's defense, because he couldn't come up with a defense for himself, because her actions were indefensible, or their actions were indefensible, he just took Pyro's defense and then flashed on the screen a ton of times, this is the same, this is the same. awful, dude.
It would have been a hell of a lot less likely for me to see all but one of these tweets that's been used as evidence in this Google Doc. My Reddit post clearly shows that I was suspended from Twitter at the time that they were made. And that of course leaves the very last one. But like, what are the chances of you catching one specific tweet when you follow hundreds of people? I brought this up in my Reddit post as well, but it's been deliberately left out as some like shit attempt at manipulation.
Wait a second there, Jaw. The Cinny situation and the Pyro situation are completely different. I mean, after all, Pyro didn't know Ivory's age.
I think you need to see the next clip after this one.
When Ivory linked me his Twitter profile, the age in bio says 16. This is something I acknowledged in my Reddit post, but to be fair, I probably didn't elaborate enough on it. In retrospect, I never should have continued the furry stuff with him once I learnt of his age, even though at the time, I didn't see it as a problem. If it helps for context, because we're being so open here, I'm straight, IRL, like, I have no interest in guys.
Okay, anyway. Pyro still maintains that he didn't know, he didn't see the messages, and he didn't see the Twitter bio. Now, if you believe that or not is an entirely separate conversation, but that is the main point of his argument to defend his innocence in grooming a minor. The difference with Synnibear is they knew. That's it. That's this whole section of the video. And Synnibear isn't into girl. What does this even have to do with the point? So now we're to the point where he is. What even is it? And Synnibea03 isn't into girls, at least not as much as she's into guys. So, dude, like, who fucking cares she groomed a minor? I don't care if she's bisexual. I don't care if she's gay. I don't care if she's straight. What does that have to do with anything? This was a side note in the defense video from Pyro, just for his own ego, probably, so people wouldn't think he's bi or gay, because he maybe does not want that. And you're using it as another comparison to compare Synnibear to Pyro. There is no comparison here worth drawing a comparison to. This is insane. This is gaslighting. This is malicious.
Guys, this is just purely like a weird fantasy, and it does not carry over into the real world whatsoever. Of someone who drew like fan art of my Fox character back in 2016. I then apparently replied to them, like jokingly saying not thick enough, and then asking for their age, and they said 15. So when people saw this, they instantly drew parallels to the grooming allegation. I asked them for a thick version, and they drew this, which isn't even really that different from previous things they drew before even getting into contact with me. I didn't commission it. What was drawn wasn't pornographic. They'd drawn very similar stuff.
No, he's right about that. I don't even know why this isn't the thing. We're supposed to pay extra attention to the fact that a fan drew art of Pyro, and he said that it wasn't thick enough. The art was not even pornographic in nature and continued to not be pornographic in nature moving into the new art. Again, this is a non-point. This is stupid. It literally has nothing to do with anything. He's just trying to throw as much of Pyro's defense in your face and trying to say it's the same thing as possible, because what Synnibear did is indefensible. You couldn't think of a defense for it.
Stuff before, and there was no roleplay here. It was nothing.
And last I checked, we pretty much all forgave him. Cinny is a coomer, a gooner, but not a groomer. Grooming requires intent and a desire to get with someone. Cinny did neither. If you want to get with a 14-year-old, you have to be a pedo. Now Cinny makes a lot of coomer art, so there must be evidence of her drawing Shota, Lolly, or Cub, right? I mean, the signs were there in public for years. Just take a look at her channel. There are tons of videos where she would make suggestive animations of a minor character from My Little Pony. By that I mean Scootaloo isn't a minor character from My Little Pony, but that she's a minor character. She's underage. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, this is cut and dry. She's guilty. But the fact of the matter is, she made those animations when she was a minor herself. A lot of these inappropriate animations of Scootaloo are over.
I don't care about these inappropriate animations. What's bro talking about, bro? Bro's yapping.
For 7 years old.
Is that what people say? Is that what the kids say? Bro's yapping, dude. Yo, dude's a yapper, bro.
Cinny just turned 21, so back then she would have been 14.
This is nothing. What does this have to do with anything?
Maybe this is just me, but I don't believe 14-year-olds who drew inappropriate pictures.
We're not talking about Synnibear when she was 14. We're talking about Synnibear when she was 20 years old grooming a 14-year-old. What are you talking about, bro?
Of characters around their age should be canceled years later when they are an adult. If that's the case, a lot of you minors watching this video better go scrub your deviant arts.
Scrub, scrub, scrub till the water's brown.
The problem with this is that this is not the art CC, it's the animation meme community.
A kid shouldn't have a DeviantArt, okay? Like, I feel like I had a comment on that. I have to make a comment about that. All you kids watching this should go scrub your DeviantArt. Kids shouldn't have fucking DeviantArt too. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Stuff like this is absolutely normalized in this community. If you're gonna cancel Cinny for this, then you bet.
But that's not... None of this has anything to do with them grooming a minor at all. Sending explicit messages to a minor and grooming them. What are you yapping about, bro?
Better cancel everybody else in the animation meme community.
No, it's again, you're drawing comparisons that aren't there. No, we don't need to cancel everyone in the animation community because not everyone in the animation community groomed a fucking minor, bro.
There are plenty of animations that say 13 plus or 16 plus or whatever, and the characters in them are very scantily dressed and do inappropriate things.
The fuck?
You can have a problem with this. Hell, you can demand that these videos are
I'm pissed off that was even on my screen right now, that I rebroadcasted it to YouTube. I'm angry about
restricted, that. But you can't just cancel Cinny for this and give everybody else a free pass. Plus, a lot of this stuff is no more inappropriate than things I've seen in animes like Fairy Tail and Naruto.
Okay, and a lot of anime is incredibly inappropriate and pervy. That's why I personally don't watch it, dude. Not a good place to go. Not a good place to go at all, dude. Not good, bro.
No, never forget what you...
And it's always like young girls. They're always after like schoolgirls and shit. It's incredibly weird shit, bro. Whether you like anime or not, you got to admit, dude, there's a lot of weird shit in anime, man.
Like when you were a kid. You enjoyed Misty when she was in her bikini. You enjoyed Naruto when he did his sexy jutsu. And you enjoyed when Fairy Tail just did a whole bunch of stuff. So just so we're clear here, back when Cinny was 13, 14, and 15, she made animations like this. And just about no one had a problem with a minor making animations like this.
And nobody of value has a problem with that now. We're talking about someone who groomed a minor. Robot Man.
On the internet. Hell, judging by the view counts these videos got, I would go as far as to say that people encouraged her to keep doing stuff like this.
Millions of views,
So if she grew up with people constantly encouraging her to make animations like the one she's made, then it stands to reason that she would do the same when she grew up. But Chud, that's not...
Yeah, honestly, so Noelle likes anime. I don't really like anime. I'm not very fond of anime because it's pervy. I don't like the pervy aspects of it. I don't enjoy it. I think it's fucking weird. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Okay? And yeah, there's like some of the stuff she watches, like there'll just be a part in it where I'm just like, dude, like I don't want to see like this little girl in a fucking bikini at a pool. Like I know it's not pornographic in nature. It's just like I don't want this on my television. The neighbors might see it, you know, like the whole plot will be completely like appropriate. It'll be a plot where they're going to kill a dragon or something, but I just don't want, like, the 30 seconds that there's an inappropriate, like, there's a girl, like, something weird on the screen. I just don't want it. I don't want to be anywhere near that at all, okay? They are not commonly loved non-pervy anime. Look at the Japanese culture. Okay, I don't know about that, dude, Jones.
Not the only allegation in the doc, there's plenty of other stuff as well. I hear what you're saying, so let's look at that doc even more. Now granted, the old stuff she did wasn't that bad. Sure, making a 17-year-old uncomfortable when you're 19 isn't good, but it's not pedo stuff in my book. I'm one of the...
No. Making them first of all, yeah, you would actually, it depends on the way you're making the minor uncomfortable. Actually, if you're repeatedly making minors uncomfortable and you're a grown-ass fucking adult, I think there's a good chance you need your hard drive checked. How about that? Actually, I disagree with you. Okay, actually.
Those people who defended Call Me Carson, so I can't say she should be kicked off the internet for doing the same. If you would like to know the story between her and the 17-year-old minor, well basically she sent a bunch of inappropriate messages to the minor. She sent a non-con comic to the minor who was 2 years younger than her. The comic included an F&F...
What are we talking about now, dude? Are we talking about Synnibea still? I'm so fucking sorry. I have to go back.
Her to make animations like the one she's made, then it stands to reason that she would do the same when she grew up. But Chud, that's not the only allegation in the doc.
There's another allegation?
There's plenty of...
Dude. I was gonna say, I thought the girl was 14. I just heard she was 17. You're talking about a 2-year age gap. And again, my position on that is I don't care about a 2-year age gap. Okay, so it's like one thing if you were dating in high school before and then the one person turns 18 and the other person's like still a minor. That I don't care as much about, especially if you're like in the same school or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But if you're on the internet and you're like trying to get a Discord girlfriend and you're 20 years old and you're talking to a 17-year-old, the fact that you can't fucking control yourself enough to just not even open up that jar of worms, I think you should be in a cage. I do think it's fucking creepy, and I personally am against that. I don't care about a 2-year age gap it's in certain instances when it comes to like that type of age gap, like if you're in like the same high school, there are scenarios where that age gap is understandable. And personally to me, if you're just going out of your way to try to meet a girl, to try to meet someone, to have an intimate relationship, like that's your goal, and you decide to try to start that relationship to get to that point, and you know that you're 20 and they're 17, at that point, the 2-year age gap goes out the window for me. You have an impulse control problem, and you should be in a fucking cage. That's my take. That's my take.
Of other stuff as well. I hear what you're saying, so let's look at that doc even more. Now granted, the old stuff she did wasn't that bad. Sure, making a 17-year-old uncomfortable when you're 19 isn't good, but it's not pedo stuff in my book. I'm one of those people—
It is in mine, for the record. I disagree. Fight me. It is in mine. If you're making minors uncomfortable as an adult repeatedly, yeah, it is pedo adjacent stuff, okay?
People who defended call me Carson, so I can't say she should be kicked off the internet for doing the same. If you would like to know the story between her and the 17-year-old minor, well, basically she sent a bunch of inappropriate messages to the minor. She's
another minor, so that's 2 now.
Sent a
Cool, man, thanks for the info.
Con comic to the minor who was 2 years younger than her. The comic included an F&F character by the name of Boy, who was graping Nightmare Sand supposedly for the punishment of molesting—
What? Grape? Art? These people are freaks, dude.
Children. Lovely. Oh, and by the way,
yeah, dude, it's not even that it was just a 2-year age gap, which I already disagree with in the context you present it, but the art being shared to this minor was insane. It wasn't just normal corn. It was grape corn, as people would say. And you're using this as an example to defend her. What the he wanted to get with her, dude. This guy sucks. This guy is malicious. This guy is manipulative. This guy has ill intentions. This guy is a bad dude.
To make everything worse, the OC by the name of Boy was created by a minor.
Ooh, that's bad.
The minor called out Cinny for this.
Don't let the accent fool you. Don't let the way he speaks fool you. That's a bad motherfucker in front of you right now.
And she apologized and made a promise that she would never ever do something like this again.
And then she did it again.
That's good.
No, none of this stuff is wholesome Christian family fun, but it's not that bad.
No, it's bad. It's bad. You're wrong. It's bad. I would argue with anybody that it's bad. I will debate anybody that it's bad. I will rest on my laurels. This is bad. All of it's bad. It's all been bad. Everything, including Synnibare, has been indefensibly bad. And just when I think that there might be a little hole in what you're saying, where like, okay, maybe I can see why you would think it's not bad, you drop more information that makes it bad. Real bad. Okay? Everything has been bad.
Tons of people have drawn inappropriate pictures of minors' OCs. It's bad, but it's less bad when Cinny did it because she was only 2 years older than the minor.
No, that does not make it less bad. You're wrong.
If people don't want you to put their OCs in not safe for work situations, you should respect their wishes. But if you draw your OC as a hot anime girl or a big buff man, you should expect people to draw them in not safe for work situations.
No, not if it's supposed to be of a minor, not if you're a minor, not if the person knows that you're a minor and they draw you in an explicit situation. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
God is literally punishing you.
You're wrong.
Personally, guys, just draw not safe for work of me. Plus, there was a video made defending Cinny from these allegations. It got hundreds of thousands of views, and it was received extremely well. Sorry, but you can't just agree with a video that's debunking allegations.
Yeah, so they got away with it the first couple times, and then kept doing it. That makes it worse. Everything you're saying makes the situation worse.
Then change your mind on it, because—
well, this one time in this particular scenario, the other time that she got framed as the other time that she groomed a minor, people kind of came with the context and realized it wasn't that bad. You know, the other times she groomed a minor before, we let it slide because the context really wasn't that bad when you thought about it. That's okay. Now it's gotten worse. Now we've gotten to a point where we're not accepting it anymore. It's a 14-year-old. The age gap is wider. It's completely become indefensible and a pattern of behavior. And you've given me that information. I didn't even know that before I started this. I think this person is even more of a freak than when we began. And I already knew she groomed a minor. They groomed a minor. You thought that you were so good at manipulating and gaslighting people that you were going to get away with this. That's insane to me, dude.
Because new allegations.
You should sell cars. This person should be a salesman. Now that your career is over and you can't make money on the internet anymore, go be a salesman. I promise you'll kill it. You will fucking murder it. You'll destroy it. This car right here, well, you have to understand the paint on these cars looks better when it falls off. That's you, bro. That's you, bro. I can show you plenty of instances of these cars out in front of clubs where many women give men attention. A lot of people would say that the car the men drove in on would increase their chances of these women getting with them. Therefore, you actually want this car more for more money because half the paint has fallen off.
Came out. This is bad, but it's a 2-year age gap. And most people only gave her a slap on the wrist for this because of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, like the second time. The second time this happened, people gave her a slap on the wrist.
Get laws.
Protected by the wrong.
Now we're on the third time and people are mad. What's wrong, guys?
Romeo and Juliet laws.
We dated for a little while. I was a sophomore and he was a senior. It's fine.
No, it's not fine. We've got a pre-existing juvenile foundational relationship. Statute 2705-3.
Granted, a lot of people don't agree with Romeo and Juliet.
Let me point this out too, because this is supposed to be this virtuous fluff piece to defend this person. All right, that's what it's supposed to be. Do you know why? And this is me just speculating as someone who. Do you know why? Every single time he uses a piece of copywritten material, it's done this way with the voice modulation and the warping effect. It's to keep copyright off his back so we can keep making money from the video. That's why they did that. So he posts this video. It's supposed to set the record straight to defend what he's going to hope is his new girlfriend, his second Discord kitten. And meanwhile, he's making sure the shit stays monetized. Like, if you want to monetize your shit, I don't have a problem with it, right? But it's when you're like, this video is out of the kindness and goodness of my heart, and I'm only doing it to defend this person that's been wrongfully accused. And then you're like going out of your way to make fucking sure this shit stays monetized.
We dated for a little while.
More importantly, this is such a serious topic. Why are we playing funny little clips to begin with? You could just cut that. Just cut that. When we're talking about grooming allegations and a person's life hangs in the balance, okay? Let's just cut the jokes. Let's just get to the fucking point. Let's wrap this up in 10 minutes.
I was a sophomore and he was a senior. It's fine.
No, it's not fine. We've got a pre-existing juvenile foundational relationship. Statute 2705-3.
Granted, a lot of people don't agree with Romeo and Juliet laws, especially when it involves a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old.
No, it's the context. It's got the Romeo and Juliet thing comes into play, like I said. Like, if you're fucking a senior in high school and you were 17, you started dating your girlfriend when she was 16, and then you turned 18, I do not think that that person should be listed as a child predator because they turned 18. Okay? So, like, it's the context. Again, I think that if the context is you were going out of your way to try to pick up a girl on Discord and you knew they were a minor and you went for it anyway, then that's not acceptable. Okay? Which is what happened here, it appears.
After all, a 19-year-old can vote, get drafted.
Now, if you were in math class with a girl and you met and you were dating, and that's different. That's separate. That to me personally, I'd say that's defensible. If you're like 17 and the girl is 16, 15, even that's a little fucking weird. That's the thing. Even when I was a kid, I'm trying to I'm going to stop, because when I was 18, if any of my friends were dating like somebody like that much younger, like it was weird, right? It's not like it didn't. And then once you're in your 20s, like when I turned 21, there was like, why would I want to date someone even 20? When you're 21, what are you going to do with an 18-year-old girl? It's fucking weird, dude.
And do a bunch of other stuff, but a 17-year-old is still in high school.
Like, I'm not going to crucify you for it, but it's why.
What Cinny did was bad, but it's not pedophilic, and she did receive—
No, it is, actually. You're wrong.
—backlash for it. Personally, the biggest problem I have is that she said she would never—
Dude, she literally shared grape corn that depicted minors getting harmed in that context. No, you're actually completely fucking wrong, and you've given me the information to tell you so. The fuck is wrong with this guy? What the fuck is wrong with— Why are you obsessed with age? Here comes Dave Jones with the pro-pedo arguments.
Never ever do this again, and she did. However, people are also more forgiving about this stuff when it's over the internet. Me hitting on a 17-year-old in real life is different than me hitting on a 17-year-old over the internet. After all, I can see the 17—
No, it's not. You hitting on a 17-year-old is wrong in any context. Again, like the Romeo and Juliet laws like exist because this person is an adult. The Romeo and Juliet laws exist because there's like social nuances when you're in like high school and shit, and you're around other people that are your age, and you're technically an adult. You're like 18, and everyone else is 17, 16. Okay, if you're going out as an 18-year-old and you're like, yo, what's up, baby? You're 15. Sounds good to me. You get head checked. Okay, there's something wrong there.
17-year-old in real life, but on the internet, I can't see what they look like. On the internet, I hear someone talking to me. In real life, I see a minor in.
I mean, if the thing with Dave Jones, if he disagrees with me, whatever. I don't understand how he possibly could. But I've gone so many times into detail on why I feel the way I feel and how I feel about that type of thing, and he just like, whoop. He's whoop. That's okay, actually.
In front of me. Granted, I'm a lot older than Cinny. If I'm talking to a 17-year-old, yeah, I'm gonna get a lot more crap for it. The example I'm giving only works if I'm 19 or 20. But the thing is, as far as I'm aware, Cinny wasn't hitting.
No, it depends on the context, Dave. I'm not going down that road, dude.
On this 17-year-old, she was just cooming with them. She would also post gore and say inappropriate things where minors.
Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? A graphic illustration of Synnibear's OC torn in half with her organs exposed, and it was only covered up by a spoiler tag, not an NSFW locked or a roll locked channel. Why are you continuously giving me information that's making me think even less and less about this person that I already thought was a freak to begin with? Like, why, like... Oh, he's such a fucking idiot. I think he's an idiot.
Were present. Sure.
I think he's just an idiot.
Sure, this isn't good, but it's nothing that would get you that much backlash. Personally speaking, I went on Live Leak a lot as a kid, and I saw...
Dude. This person is drawing her original character in a sexual situation with gore. With, like, black underwear on, from what I could see, spread on a table with her guts exposed. Looking sexual at the camera. That is really bad. That is not like morbid curiosity of a kid going on Live Leak. That is not a comparison. Again, that is not a good comparison. That is not even remotely the same thing. There's nothing to defend here.
Very gory stuff. Also, in the animation meme community, gore and bloodshed is just common. So once again, your hatred shouldn't be placed on Cinny, but the entire animation meme community...
No. And if they're all just like Cinny, then I condemn them all. If the entire art animation community is doing the same thing as Synnibear, then I, JustARobot, condemn the entire art animation community. Every single one of them, if this comparison is accurate that JustARobot is making right now. Every single one of them. That is my statement.
As a whole. Like the fact that people are freaking out going, oh, think of the children, just makes me laugh so hard. If you guys are canceling Cinny for this, then why isn't Jack getting any hate? Look at the end of its video on Cinny.
Again, don't disrespect Panty and Stocking like that. Panty and Stocking is super pervy, but it's funny to me. I have never watched the entire anime. That's what that's based on. That's what that's based on. I think it's because it's like a joke. Like, I don't know, there's something funny about it to me. I don't know what to tell you. It's pervy, but they're adults. How about that? It's adult. It's like an adult. Like, I feel like it's weird, but when I'm watching Panty and Stocking, I feel like I'm watching an adult cartoon that kids are like not supposed to watch. When I watch an anime, I feel like it just shouldn't exist. I feel like the community, I feel like I hear kids talking about anime and wearing t-shirts that are like anime, like the animes that I know are pervy. And I just don't want anything to do with it. It's like, it's just wrong.
This makes me laugh so hard. If you guys are canceling Cinny for this, then why isn't Jack getting any hate? Look at the end of its video on Cinny. His avatar along with her avatar are stripping while being on poles.
All right, they're mocking up a Panty, and they're just okay. Again, I this guy sucks so fucking bad. I actually feel like I need to defend it. This is like a parody of a Panty and Stocking thing. This is not like a unique idea that their characters are dancing on poles. They've taken their characters and have drawn them into a scene from Panty and Stocking. God, I don't know why I felt the need to say that. I just feel like I need to correct him whenever he says something fucking stupid.
And this video wasn't age restricted! Oh, so many minors were exposed to this! But again, at the very worst, this is her being irresponsible, not grooming. Most of the stuff in the doc doesn't really show her doing that much bad stuff at the start. I don't think having your OC in a suggestive pose where minors can see it is that big of a deal. If it was, then the doc maker would also be—
I mean, I think it is if you know that it's going out to minors, right? If you're like an adult creator and minors watch your stuff, then you know that's the parents' fault. But like if you are like aware that you have like a major, like if you are catering, how about let's use that word. Like if you are catering and knowingly catering to a child audience and you put out stuff like that, that is like, that's a no-go for me. That would be the difference. I don't know what her community consisted of. I know like she had like 500,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. Some of those videos that were mentioned here were getting like 1 million views. She might just have a huge audience. But that would be the difference for me. I don't know if that applies here, to be honest, to be fair.
Yeah, fault. Also, anyone who made a video about this situation, as they were linking the doc showing images of her OC in sexy outfits, would also be at fault. Guys, you can't call something then put it in a video without age restricting it! Sure, the doc does censor out a few things, but it doesn't look like anything that bad was blocked out. Like this image was gore art, not her being topless.
Like, yeah, look what this sick freak drew.
Without age restricting it!
Why are you showing me this?
The doc does censor out a few things, but doc doesn't really show her doing that much bad stuff at the start. I don't think having your OC in a suggestive pose where minors can see it is that big of a deal. If it was, then the doc maker would also be at fault. Also, anyone who made a video about this situation, as they were linking the doc showing images of her OC in sexy outfits, would also be at fault. Guys, you can't call something then put it in a video without age restricting it! Sure, the doc does censor out a few things, but it doesn't look like anything that bad was blocked out. Like this image was—
No, this image right here, the fact that this person drew this image is fucking sickening. This person should be in a cage. This person should not have an audience. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is clearly meant to be like a sexual interpretation of being cut in half with blood everywhere. What the fuck? And in this bringing this image up to try to defend this person for not being a sick freak groomer is insane.
Gore art, not her being topless, or at least that's what I've been told. Yes, her avatar is in underwear, but they're not fully naked. But then you have things that are a little bit worse, like her saying to a 13-year-old that she's looking for a not safe for work chatbot to talk to because—
What the fuck? Why are you giving me this? I could make a whole video. I could take all of the points you bring up and make a whole video called Synnibea is horrible and this is why. Fuck Discord. What is it? Fuck Discord for sending my messages before I could finish my joke. Popping into ask something I've already asked before. Are there any character AIs that allow— This is recent too. This is recent. Talking to a minor about if they know if there's any pornographic AIs they can use. What is wrong with these people?
She's horny.
Now we have the meme. We have the meme with the grooming another instance of grooming, another grooming allegations, and then this is such a fucking joke.
Just me, but I don't think you need to be telling 15, 14, and 13-year-olds that you're horny. I skimmed over the doc because most of the stuff I saw in it was small potatoes compared to the accusation I heard about her grooming a 14-year-old.
The accusation that she said was true. It's not an accusation. It happened. Stop saying that.
Then, when I finally got to the end of the shorter doc, I found out that the bigger and longer doc was the one about the grooming. Now, I want to make this clear. I do not believe Synni is a pedo. She more than likely would have done this with anyone regardless of age. The 14-year-old who made the doc even thinks that this is the case. She was being irresponsible by talking to the 14-year-old this way, but I don't think she was doing it to get with the 14-year-old. Also, I'm gonna be real here, the idea that people—
She shouldn't have been talking to the 14-year-old to begin with, bro. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Michael, you're like people who defend Michael Jackson. Listen, Michael Jackson shouldn't have been sleeping with 13-year-old boys, but you don't know what they were doing in the bed. Like...
She was being irresponsible by talking to the 14-year-old this way, but I don't think she was doing it to get with the 14-year-old. Also, I'm gonna be real here, the idea that people are saying Synni is a groomer but not a pedo is absolutely silly.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want this pattern to repeat itself. I want to be better. Nothing I do will ever make this right. But I want to make sure it never happens again.
This is wildly irresponsible. It's an optics nightmare, and I don't know why she did this, especially when she made the promise that she wouldn't do this again. However, when you consider the fact that neither I nor the 14-year-old believe that Synni is a pedo, then you have to ask.
Oh, the 14-year-old that she was grooming doesn't think that she's a pedo. Okay, good. And you don't either. Okay, great. Well, never mind. Never mind. She's innocent. I'm sorry. I take everything back then.
Yourself. How is this grooming? If you're not trying to get with someone, you're not grooming them. If you want to hate on Synni for this, that's fine, but she's not a pedo. Now I know what some of you are gonna say. Well, we're not saying she groomed a 14-year-old to get with them. She just groomed a 14-year-old to be more comfortable with conversations like this so she could coom. Don't get me wrong, I thought that at first, but it turned
That is literally grooming. Do you know what the definition of grooming means? Like, not even just in a sense where you're doing it to a minor for a sexual reasoning, but like grooming someone at work to take over your position. Like that's literally, you're so fucking stupid. This person is so dumb. This person is so insufferably fucking stupid. They just defined grooming a child and said that's not grooming. What a fucking idiot. What a fucking moron, dude.
Turns out that the minor was the one being inappropriate first, and she kept on pestering Synni to talk about stuff like this. It's also
so the minor's at fault. The minor's at fault. The minor's at fault because she started the sexual conversation with the adult. It's not the adult's fault. That's how that works, right? You fucking moron.
Important to note that this minor was a fan of Synni's content. Content that includes Scootaloo being in very suggestive outfits, which Synni also made when she was 14. Yes, Synni should not have engaged with this minor. She was the adult in this situation, and what she did was incredibly irresponsible.
No, it was grooming. Irresponsible is such a light word to intentionally use to make this seem like it was less severe than it absolutely was. You manipulative fuck.
It also makes her look really sus. But then again, Pyro, when he was an adult, sent a lot of inflation stuff to a minor.
Again, the difference being that there's no evidence that would conclude that Pyro was aware of the age of love. That is the difference.
Got backlash for what he did, but he did beat the grooming allegations. No, I do not know why she couldn't talk to an adult about this kind of stuff.
You don't understand why Pyro got away. To be fair, I don't understand why he got away with it as well as he did. You have to extend a lot of charity in the absence of fact, right? The point is, I can't prove it. You can't prove it. You can't prove it. Here you can. How can we prove it? The person admitted to it. That is the difference. That is a ginormous, humongous difference. Enough of a difference that this video should have never been made.
She brought up that she talked to this 14-year-old because she was as open about not safe for work stuff as she was. And yeah, of course she was. She just started puberty. Yes, Synni knew the minor's age. She
that's the difference right there. Oh, well, even he's
asked early in the convo.
So based on that information, you should never compare the situation to the Pyro situation ever again. You should not have done it in this video.
Sure, she could have forgotten this person's age. I talk to a lot of people myself, and it's hard to keep track of stuff like this sometimes.
No, it's not. It's not hard to keep track of this stuff. The second the person told you that they were a minor, you should have definitely not spoken to them in a sexual nature ever again.
But she...
And this isn't even like it was like another, like, there's just no scenario. There's no... It's not like they were like another content creator and they were collabing regularly and then in the background it got inappropriate, which even it's just, what the hell, then?
Acknowledge that this person was young a few more times. Then they started to talk about, not safe for work stuff. But none of the not safe for work topics...
I accidentally groomed this minor, you got it. No, and the thing is, you're presenting a possibility that does not exist because the person was like, no, I groomed this minor. I knew what I was doing and I did it. And you're like, she could have maybe forgotten. No, she says otherwise.
They went over were nearly half as bad as some people made them out to be. Like, some of this quote-unquote not safe for work stuff includes lyrics from the song
No, this guy wanted to bone, dude. This guy was doing I heard the Chud Logic interview part where he was literally like, I don't have a lot of friends in the community anymore, and I was hoping to get some more with this. Like, he literally, something to that effect. Like, he was hoping, at the very least, if you're talking to me, you believe that he was really trying to, like, he was sexually interested in this person and was trying to leverage this drama and his assistance with her in the drama to further that relationship that he wanted, at least. But even at the core of this, he was doing this try to acquire a channel that's like bigger. That he was like trying to clout. He was trying to build. He's trying to get a friend. You know, he was trying to get a buddy in the community. And he said as much himself.
Like big butts, and I cannot lie. I heard that in the Shark Tale movie.
I like square butts and I cannot lie.
Hey boss, big butts.
Aye vey.
But what about the inappropriate pictures, like her sitting on a pile of sand corpses while hugging boy? Is hugging porn now or something? There's also pictures of her in boy and bunny outfits.
Nope. What are you trying to defend? Her character overall? Again, we're talking about how she groomed a minor. This is not what we're talking about. This is a what if. This is about what about. This is a whataboutism, as debate perverts would call it. This person groomed a minor. Okay, well, this isn't even that bad of art. Well, this person groomed a minor. Yeah, but the art isn't even that bad. It has nothing to do with what the overall, like, the concern is. It has nothing to do with the concern.
Fits, woo, so scandalous. None of this stuff is actually hardcore corn. It's just softcore corn. For those of you who do not know what softcore corn is, well, think of it like this.
Are you really doing this? Are you really doing this? Are you really? Do it. Do it. Explain it to me. Explain it to me, baby. Let's go.
God is literally punishing you.
Sexy jutsu from Naruto. Sure, it's a bit risque, but under the law it would not be considered hardcore corn. This kept on
The law does not. Does the law stipulate the difference between hardcore and softcore? More importantly, why do I care and why are we talking about it right now?
Escalating until Cinny...
Just throwing fluff in. Just throwing anything in at all to try to... Just gaslighting. This is gaslighting. This is manipulation. Just fluffing around it, adding so much fluff and interjecting like his points, quote unquote, to try to get you to forget what the overwhelming argument was, to try to get you to forget what we were even talking about, and then for you to just pick up the pieces through his context. Gaslighting.
She sent the same not safe for work essaying comic to this minor, and requested this minor to draw even more corn of the character of Boy and Nightmare Sans.
Why are you telling me
this? From
this?
the censoring job, it looks like a few parts of this comic would have been legally classified as hardcore corn.
So she did that too. What is your... Dude, this guy's awful.
The absolute worst thing Cinny sent was this picture of Boy fingering her avatar.
What
However,
the fuck? Why are you showing me that on
was
screen?
not the one who censored this out. It was actually Cinny herself. When I first saw this, I thought, yeah, Cinny's guilty. But when I found out that she censored the worst parts of this comic herself, it made her look far less guilty than I would.
Oh, she censored the comic herself, so she's not as guilty anymore. What is your problem, dude? You need to be on a list. You need to be Cage.
Previously led to believe. I agree that what Cinny did was wrong. I agree she was being irresponsible. But I do not think that Cinny is a groomer, a pedo, a child predator, or anything like that. After going through both of these massive documents in their entirety, I realized that they're just full of nothing. Oh no, Sunny.
No, you showed me a lot. I assure you, there's a lot in there.
He drew a picture of her character in a sexy outfit.
He said that there's nothing though, so I'm supposed to download his opinion. Well, the robot man said there's nothing, so yeah, there is nothing other than the half hour's worth of shit that you just gave me that I didn't ask for. There's nothing other than the gore art, other than the repeated instances of speaking with minors inappropriately, other than the grape corn that also depicted on my... Other than all that, there's nothing. Champion Gaslighter. Gaslightatron 2.0 over here, dude.
Oh no, Sonny said I like big butts, I cannot let you a minor. If the doc maker had to stretch so much, so many times to make such bad...
You are stretching. The doc did not... I mean, I didn't read the doc, but based on what you have shown me, that I did not ask to see, You are stretching.
Points to paint Sunny as a predator, then it stands to reason that it's not a good doc. They clearly didn't know what they were talking about, and they were just grabbing any piece of evidence they could to paint Synny as a groomer. The fact that
that this robot guy defended all this? I mean, I just don't think that it is surprising to me that someone could be so stupid.
Jack actually looked at this doc and came to the conclusion that Synny was a groomer is absolutely insane. After that happened,
no, it's not, because there's literally, if everything you just told me was in the doc, you have given me 3 separate instances of this person grooming. 3 separate instances that could definitely 100% be described as grooming. So no, it is not insane that anybody would read this doc and come to the conclusion that it was grooming. You would know maybe if you actually looked over the doc, which you've admitted to not doing.
I believe that Jack convinced Synny that she actually groomed someone. Then Synny...
Oh, no, someone in the art community grooming someone? A YouTuber grooming a child? That's not surprising to me at all.
feeling bad about it without actually looking at the document,
it's this guy's
to the
coverage.
Allegations. And nothing Synny did was as bad as what Pyro did. So please...
That is fucked up. No, actually, no. Based on what you've shown me, everything, Sydney has definitely done worse than what Pyro was accused of. The fart inflation shit is weird and fucked up and sick, but there was no gore. There was no child grape. That's all Synnibear. Even in your context where you're trying to draw comparisons that aren't there, Synnibear was infinitely worse than anything Pyro was accused of. You just say shit. This guy just said he's gaslighter. He's gaslighting. This is gaslighting. This is actual gaslighting.
Tell me why he's getting a free pass and she's not. Okay, yes, most of the evidence we've seen from Pyro's video shows that he didn't actually know the age of the 15-year-old. Synny, on the other hand, did, which makes her more guilty than Pyro. But the stuff she sent Enna wasn't as bad as what Pyro sent to Ivory. Like, it's not even close.
No, it's way worse.
Also, Pyro did continue talking to the minor when they turned 16. Now, 16...
Again, Pyro insists that he did not know the age. Synny claims to have known the age.
16 is the legal age of consent in the UK, so it's really up to you to decide which one was worse.
Actually, we're not watching him because he took this video down, Dave Jones. We're watching Two Faces, Two Colors. So make sure you check out Two Faces, Two Colors. He got the upload. He got the original bio. He's got the original link. He's got it all, dude. We love him. We love him for that. We fucking love him for that. We love him for that. Good shit, man. Let's get back to it. Hey, y'all. Editor here. Okay, the editor's here. The poor motherfucker. Synny, in her infinite wisdom, has decided to release this piece of diarrhea. My response, an update. Ooh, she responded. Is this the editor of the video we're watching right now, or the editor of the re-uploaded video? No, this is the actual editor. Once Jar and I caught wind of this, we reacted accordingly. Dude, we're making a joke. We're making jokes.
I'm really sorry, but
I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
Allegations. Again, the word allegation uses no allegations.
Did Synny really say she was going to kill Jack? Well, yes,
what? What? She's threatening to murder people now. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised the groomer that posts Gorn to children in Discords is also threatening to murder people. I'm so surprised. That's so shocking to me. Surprise Pikachu. Surprise Pikachu.
God is literally punishing you.
Oh my god, dude. Alright, I have to pee really bad, so here's what we're gonna do. I have to pee. I have to walk away for a moment, everyone, but don't worry. We're keeping the party going. I'm gonna play you this. The guy bringing Asmongold as Uber eats. Must think he's like impoverished. But he's a fucking millionaire. I just gotta pee. I'll be right back. All of these other streamers and YouTubers and influencers that are like, I go to therapy and I have trauma, and they don't need therapy. Asmongold needs therapy.
For like maggots in the snack box, and I would eat this food with the maggots inside of the food.
Someone needs to help this guy. Someone needs to give Asmongold a hug and get him help, bro.
Because I pretty much gave up on being like a normal person. I gave up on being accepted by the public. I gave up on living a normal life.
Where is the video? Oh, I've been living like an animal for 13 years, so here's why. Here it is. So if you guys don't know, Asmongold is a really, really popular Twitch streamer. He's really down to earth. So far down to earth, in fact, that he lives in squalor. Some stories that have been confirmed by Asmon to be true are he had a alarm clock that really was just a dead rat that would wake him up in the morning when the sun hit it because it would smell so bad. All of his teeth rotted out. And instead of doing anything about it, he would spit blood into his hand, wipe the blood off his teeth with his hand, and smear it on the wall next to his streaming setup. He once made a cooking video, okay? The cooking video consisted of him making potatoes and like steak, I think, if I remember correctly. And to heat these things quicker, he shoved a bunch of forks and knives into the potatoes and the steak and microwaved it. Who's this devilishly handsome man that Keep in mind now. Who's this guy? Asmongold is a millionaire. This guy's hot. I like him. All right. Back to Captain Gaslightotron here.
There's some much needed context that you are missing. First of all, it's sad that people are flipping out over this and taking it so seriously. People have said they're going to kill me on Xbox Live lots of times, and I've done the same. Me and my roommate.
No, we're not going to sit here. Listen, if you as a content creator go out and you are like acting like you getting a death threat, which should never happen ever, they are bad. But if you're going to act like it's like a unique experience, like every time someone screws up, they do something bad and they get backlash, they're like, I'm getting death threats. I have gotten death threats. I am nobody. I am JustARobot. I am nobody. That I understand criticizing when a creator, when they're under fire, cries and says that they're getting death threats. Not because it's not wrong to give death threats. Obviously, it's terrible. It should never, ever, ever, ever happen. If you're that type of person that does that to people online, you're a fucking loser. You're an idiot. Completely disavow giving death threats. Obviously, I shouldn't even have to say that. But if you're the one giving the death threats, I think I've already given my opinion, which is Synnibear. Like indefensible, but let's hear him defend it.
They jokingly say we are going to kill one another all the time. I could tell super early on.
No. Your whole point is this was a joke, and me and my friends say that we're going to kill each other all the time. No. This person, out of anger, threatened to murder someone. Stop. Not comparable at all.
Posted to its Twitter, were taken out of context instantly. Here's the context for the first screenshot.
Okay, so this is at the time when Jack is recording the video, right? What the hell? I love Jack so much. What happened? Right now, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. He's framing me as a sex pest, saying I assaulted him by touching his ass and boobs, but I would always ask if it was okay that I did that. And he always said yes. There were times when I poked him in places he didn't like, but I didn't realize it bothered him that much. I thought it was just playful. I don't know.
Oh no, she said she would kill Jack because it was accusing her of SA.
I don't know. This is getting into domestic disputes. No one was there. I don't like again, the main overarching thing that he keeps doing his damnedest to throw us off the trail of, to try to get you to forget, is the fact that this person admitted to grooming a minor several times, it would appear. And now we're getting into some he said, she said, or what is it? It said, they said. Domestic dispute. We weren't there. We don't know. Okay, that's besides the point. It's a separate topic.
Because it rescinded its consent, which is something you can't do. Kind of seems weird that Jack rescinded his consent at the absolute perfect time. Sorry, but if you give me or anyone consent,
dude. Okay, we weren't there. We were not there. We don't know what happened. But that is okay. Okay, we were not there. We do not know what happened. But you know what we don't do? We don't go, Oh God, how do you even say it? How do you even say it? He's sitting here with his arms crossed, and he is. This is like, it's so funny because you don't want to use these words because they are overused and they're used in incorrect ways for manipulation, right? We've seen it before. This is victim blaming. This is actual victim blaming. This is actual gaslighting. What you were watching right now, like the real shit. This person is, well, they said you gave consent. Well, they said you gave consent to them. What, you removed it later? No, like that's not for me or Just a Robot to get involved with. That is a domestic situation that was going on that neither of us had a role in. That is for the law to decide. Okay, you take that to court. You go to a judge with that shit. Okay.
You can't just take it away months later. You can give your consent
Dude,
when something is happening or about to happen, but not months after the fact. I can't believe I have to explain this, but apparently I did. Also, me and...
Yeah, but I don't know. So just because this person gave consent one time, then that's like a freebie lifetime pass? You can take... He's trying to frame it like, and I don't know what happened, I wasn't there, okay? This is a domestic situation that took place between two people in a private area, okay? But he's trying to frame it like this person retracted consent that they had previously given in the context of the actions that were taking place when the consent was given. So he's trying to play this like I am taking away my consent from what happened 3 months ago. Therefore, you assaulted me. When if anything, what more likely happened is there is an argument between whether or not consent was given in the first place. But he's too much of an idiot to understand that, or he's conveniently pretending like that wouldn't be the situation.
My roommate touch one another's asses all the time. It's a form of bonding with guys.
No, it's not. Me and my boys don't just touch each other's ass. Stop. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? These people need to touch grass. These people don't realize how deranged they've become. These people do not get correct social interaction. These people do not get adequate life experience. And they really don't understand how fucking much of a freak they turn into.
Professor Dreadlock decided to take away his consent months after the fact and painted me as a groomer. I would put him 6 feet under. Also
now the robot's gonna murder his roommate. Cool.
For this, Cinny was going over the stuff of her roommate painting her as a groomer. The second screenshot, the one about the gun, was sent after Jack moved out of the house.
Jack made a Twitter thread saying he has more info on me, is making a second video on me. He said he was talking to my friends and coworkers all day and is now staying with my coworkers, I think.
It is internet brain rot, 100%.
But I don't know which ones. He said he's stealing my friends, and he said, live and suffer pedophilia03. After I saw Jack's Twitter thread, I had to leave work early. I bought a knife, pepper spray, and a crowbar to protect myself.
Dude, everyone, like, I can't even listen to this person give their horrible... Call the police. Why do all these internet people do everything but just get the law involved? I don't understand it. I got a crowbar and pepper spray to defend myself. Call the cops. Call the police, dude. And honestly, I'm not even going to go further into it. But I love when I see these, like, what comes across as children online talking about shit like this. And like, I was so scared. I have an axe. I have a baseball bat by my... Call the cops. If you really genuinely think that your life is in danger, your well-being is in danger, you need to call the police. Period. Anything other than that sounds ridiculous.
Thinking about buying a gun too. I screamed at Izzy over the phone when she was trying to comfort me, but I was convinced someone was in my apartment and they were
guns. I love the buy. Oh man, I'll buy. I have my feelings on guns for home protection because I don't live in the best area. I got homeless people behind my house. And I guess a gun is good for home protection, but like people, I don't know. There's like this thing like it gives people a false sense of security as well. Like, yeah, man, that gun's really going to protect you from a Grand National traveling at 45 miles per hour in traffic. There's more than one way to get you know, like, let's just stop. Let's just stop.
To kill me as soon as I entered the place. I parked in a neighborhood 30 minutes away.
Police gonna be like, we ain't got time for that shit. They fucking better not. That's their job. That is literally their job. They got enough time to sit on the side of the road and be fucking road pirates. They have enough time to go appeal to go cover a domestic situation.
Away, from, 30 minutes away from.
There's a guy that used to live in town, and he was mentally unwell, and he had work in town. He was working for this one music store in town. He was mentally unwell. Everybody in town knew him, but like, he's one of those guys if you live in a small town. And the one day, he was running around everywhere, screaming and frantically, like he was calling the police. I saw him that day. I was getting groceries, and he was like running at me, like screaming, like he was scared. And I was like, oh, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't want to deal with that, right? Turns out he had called the police, said that his brother was going to kill him. And the police didn't do anything about it. And then he went around to everyone in town trying to get help. And then he went home and his brother killed him. And I was one of those people. That's not good. It makes me feel not good that it had happened. But yeah, I don't know. It's not my job. That's not my job, right? That's the police's job. And they failed. They failed.
From where I live, and Izzy went to my apartment to check all the rooms with Jade. I thought someone was there and would kill her, thinking she was me, and I was so scared to try calling her again. Everything was cleared, though. I came home and checked all my rooms for myself, my pepper spray in hand. I broke down crying once I saw Stupid. Stupid is the name of the cat, and I slept in my room. I do not blame Cinny for wanting to buy a gun to defend herself when all the internet is, like, wanting her dead, and, like, she's being actively doxxed and people are advocating to kill her.
This was during a time Cinny was getting death threats, and also dealing with people calling her boss, showing that they know where she works, therefore they probably know where she lives. She just brought up that she was getting a gun to defend herself, and that's it.
I mean, I just don't give a shit. I was going to go back and speculate with that, but I just don't give a fuck. It's besides the point. This person is a groomer. They groomed the child. I'm waiting for the interview. Where's the interview, robot?
Sorry, but how did you guys fall?
Yeah, I have a lot of wild stories, dude. I don't know, man. That story with the guy I just said is fucking not good. I think about, it's like that thought that I literally could have got. If I would have just given that guy a couple minutes of my time, I could have literally saved his life, and I didn't do it. But like, really, I don't know. The police failed him. I guess I failed him too. But it's not my job. It's not my fucking job, dude.
All for this. The entire internet wanted someone dead, and they wanted to defend themselves, but somehow this negatively affects a person who got over $10,000? Let me just make this clear. Jack gets $10K, Cinny gets death threats. She wants to get a gun to defend herself, and then Jack somehow twisted this into a death threat?
It's besides the point. We went over this earlier. I think this is the second time he brought this up. The fact that this person that was trying to get away from Synnibear, that was like the roommate or some shit at the time, was asking for GoFundMe money to move out. The fact that they may have been asking for too much money, like I said before, they might just have an unrealistic expectation for how much it actually costs to move out. I know I did when I was moving into my first apartment. Secondary, the person was right. The person was a groomer. The person did groom a minor. I don't give a fuck that the person after the fact asked for $10,000 to help get away from the roommate that they already outed as a groomer. The person was a groomer. That is what people are mad about. Jack's capitalizing on the situation is a separate conversation than Synnibear is a groomer. Two separate things. Jack's capitalizing on the situation does not make Synnibear less of a groomer. That's not how that works. This is a non-point.
What? By the way, I just realized this. Jack thought Cinny was a threat to children. So why didn't they call the cops?
Why didn't they call the cops? Why didn't they call the cops? Guys, what do we do? What do we do when we see bad things happening? Okay? This is kindergarten shit. We got to keep preaching this because people keep acting like it's not an option for some fucking reason. We call the police. Hey, Dogpack404. If we think that Mr. Beast has CP, we call the police. We don't post it on, what do you do? Post it on Reddit?
If I thought Dread was a threat to kids, you can bet your shiny metal ass I would call 911.
But you wouldn't do it for Synnibear. You'd make a whole video defending her.
I guess asking for money was more important than protecting.
You'd look further into it. You start like your own words, or you thought she was a threat to kids, and then you looked further into it and changed your mind. You didn't just
children.
I am a registered sex offender. I stuck my dick into a blender.
Much like
what the fuck was that? Is this a serious video debunking allegations of a child predator, or are we memeing? Which one is it?
Hopeless Peaches, Sydney rushed her response to everything, and it was not a good response at all. It did change a few minds, but for the most part, it increased the backlash she got. This response would have worked if she made it without apologizing beforehand, and before Jack made its video. But at this point, the mob is too riled up to listen to her.
No, the mob heard her say, yes, I groomed a child, now they're mad. They're riled up. The mob exists and is riled up because the person admitted to grooming children. A child. Let's just let that sink in before this guy tries to gaslight us further. You got that? Okay, cool.
She needed to treat this like how Pyro treated his video, or how Peaches handled her second video, but she made it as if it was just another video, and that's not a good thing. When you hear the call with me and her, you will see that she did not take my advice on how to go about this. She thought she didn't have to go over the dog because other people didn't go over it, but the thing is, this is the internet, not a court of law. On the internet, it's guilty until proven innocent. Also, monetizing the video.
He says the craziest shit.
To listen to her. She needed to treat this like how Pyro treated his video, or how Peaches handled her second video, but she made it as if it was just another video, and that—
Is he about to say one of the stupidest things I've ever fucking heard someone legitimately say in a recorded piece that they put on the internet thinking was smart?
That's not a good thing. When you hear the call with me and her, you will see that she did
Can
not
we please
take
hear
my
the call?
advice.
I'm going to start going 2x speed or something. He's taking forever, but it is funny. He says the craziest shit that you have to stop and appreciate, like this.
On how to go about this. She thought she didn't have to go over the dog because other people didn't go over it, but the thing is, this is the internet.
This is, I just want to make sure I heard him right. This is the internet.
Not a court of law.
Not a court of law.
On the internet,
it's
guilty until
proven innocent. Okay.
Compiled all the—
Yeah, that is kind of how it works, isn't it? Yeah, fuck. That is kind of how it works. I lost my place.
quote-unquote on yourself if you get at its word and give it over. It's like how Pyro treated his video. One thing that really shocked me about over the dog because other people didn't go over it. But the thing is, this is the internet, not a court of law. On the internet, it's guilty until proven innocent. Also, monetizing the video and uploading it at 5 AM was not a smart move. That being said, the amount of people commenting that they will not watch the video is dumb. If you are too scared to watch it, then you don't fully believe in what you are saying.
Talk about me and the victims. My thing and the victims.
One thing that really shocked me about this whole drama is the amount of people treating this like it's Cinny versus Jack. But they seem to forget about Eno. I think they are left out because they aren't a public figure, so most people just don't care about them. Let's be honest here.
No, we stopped caring after the grooming was confirmed. That was kind of where most reasonable people stopped caring and have made their decision that, oh, this person just admitted to it. Okay, well then I don't like them very much.
Jack made the video about itself, not the minor. The minor got nothing, and Jack got over $10,000.
Again, the $10,000 given to Jack did not make Synnibear less of a groomer. I don't know why we keep bringing that up.
People are saying poor Jack a lot more than poor Eno. Guy.
Because he's a cloud chaser. They were doing it for the... They exposed this person for grooming, which definitely confirmed happened from Synnibear themselves for money. Do you guys pick up the part of that makes me not want to listen? Where's the part of that makes Synnibear less of a groomer? Where's the one? I don't understand. I mean, you guys can tell me, please. Where's the part of that sentence that made Synnibear less of a groomer after admitting to being a groomer? I didn't hear
Jack
either.
is a person with autism and BPD, and they grew up getting bashed by the entire internet, which more than likely had an effect on its development. Oh, and also they go by it pronouns, which is not a normal thing, even by trans standards. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I was going to say something. I'm just
Go out
going
on
to
a limb
go.
here and say that it's best not to take it at its word and give it over $10,000 in 3 days.
How about this? I'm not going to call a human being it. How about that? Is that bad? Would that statement be? Is it crazy this person wants their pronouns to be it? And am I a bigot for thinking that I shouldn't respect them? If that were the case, just let me know.
Days. By the way, I'm going off topic for this, but if anyone is going to try to make the allegation that I'm simping for Cinny, I'm not the one giving people $10,000. Giving money.
Steve. What's up, Steve? Here's my impression of Jar. Hey, we are going in simping overdrive. My ultra supersonic brain has superior pickup lines now. Activate super pickup robo drive. Never mind, I got rejected. And I'm getting a lot of crap for this. No, this is Gaslightatron 3000. This is it's like everything. It's all of it, dude. It's the good shit.
Money to people is closer to simp behavior than not giving them any money at all. I recall people saying poor creep show art during the Peaches drama. That drama involved a woman with black and orange hair getting thousands of dollars for going after a blonde girl for things that were mostly false, but a few things were true. But the things that were true were blown way out of proportion. And now the same thing is happening again, almost the exact same way. Talk about deja vu. I can't believe I'm having to do the same thing I did a few years ago. One of the people I defended Peaches from was Camilla, someone who was obsessed with Undertale, and Cinny is also obsessed with Undertale. Am I in a time loop?
Again, we're memeing again. We're memeing again with the grooming allegation vindications. We're memeing. It's a meme. It's a joke, guys.
After looking over everything in more depth than 99% of people talking about this.
No, you have not looked into this with more. You didn't even read the freaking shit. You didn't even read the article, bro. You didn't even read the doc, bro. You have not looked over this with more depth than 99% of people. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. You've done nothing at all. You've attempted to gaslight everybody into believing that this person should be vindicated so that you can have a Discord kitten. That is what you've done, bro.
I can safely say that this drama was blown up to a level that it had no business getting to. I love how people would try to debunk me on Twitter by sending me the doc they didn't read. I think the
You didn't read it either, dude.
irony was lost on them. The commentary community
and the parts that you did read and presented were literally instances of this person grooming minors, bro. And a bunch of other sick shit. That made me think way worse of her than I originally did when I started this video.
Coverage of this entire drama was absolutely gross. You guys really need to stop spreading what is currently the popular opinion without looking into things deeper. Face the facts, Cinny.
Cool, dude.
Already quote-unquote admitted to it. You weren't making videos on her to spread the word around. You were just doing it to get a quick buck. You weren't concerned about the safety of minors. You were concerned.
Dude, if somebody reports on somebody accurately being a danger to minors and they make money from it, I do not give a fuck. I do not care. I do not care if the greediest human being in the world outs a child predator, a groomer of children, with the intent of only making money. It does not matter to me. Is that crazy? Am I insane? Are people making money off of reporting on this person being a groomer make them less of a groomer? I don't think so.
Concerned about getting clout. You guys should have learned your lesson from the Peaches drama, the Spoctor drama, the Dream and John Swan drama, the Pyrocynical drama, and more. But you people keep making the same mistake of jumping on a bandwagon too fast over and over again. I do believe Cinny did bad things. She needed to be called out for them, but she did not groom anyone, and she's not a pedo. If you
except for the numerous instances of them grooming and sending shit, which in itself is very... God, is there even a distinction between grooming and pedo? Because the point of grooming is you're grooming someone in a sexual nature. You're typically grooming a minor in a sexual nature. I would say that is very pedo. So except for everything that you've shown me, there's no grooming here at all. Like,
you guys serious?
Gaslighting, bro. Like literally gaslighting.
Then you would also be at fault for linking the doc with a quote-unquote on yourself. If you did not age restrict your video, then so many minors had access to the quote-unquote Some of you may say that what she did was wrong enough for you to never watch her again. If that is how you feel, then that's okay. But don't make up stuff like, she sent nudes to a minor, she's a pedo, or she groomed someone, because none of
Except for the parts where she did groom people. And for you to be interested in having sexual conversations with a minor, I would also call you a pedo. You know, just saying.
that is true. I've checked multiple different definitions for grooming. What Cindy did...
I've checked the definitions for grooming. What Sydney did is none of these. What is it? Shaping the child's perception. This is what Sydney did. So in this list that he got by Googling the definition of grooming a minor in a sexual manner, right? This one right here, which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the one that they did. The child is often confused as to what is acceptable, like talking to strangers on the internet, adults on the internet about sexual topics, and can take on self-blame for the situation as his or her viewpoint can become totally distorted. So Sydney did distort the child's perception, testing the waters of boundaries, violating innocent touching, gradually developing into accidental sexual content. Did this with their roommate, if you really kind of want to stretch things, because the roommate wasn't a minor, but it does appear to me personally that you could define what they were doing with the roommate to be testing the waters of boundaries according to what the roommate had to say later. Or let's just go down the list. You know, even if we got to stretch it a tad bit, offer a bit of speculation, Charitage. What is this? As Tom said, no one is hot enough to defend grooming for. Yeah. Straight up. So further down the list of things that Sydney didn't do, let's talk about how she actually did do 2 of these at least. Intimidation and secrecy. The offender may use coercion, threatening looks, and body language glares. Okay, so that didn't. I don't know if I can defend that one. Okay. So it was one that they didn't do. Isolation to ensure security, lessen chance to closure belief. You mean like having the roommate move in with them? You know, the action that isolated this person from their friends and family. Yes, did that one. Gain the trust of the children's parents. Did not do that one. Okay. Favoritism, offers treats to the child. Again, to be fair, the roommate's not a child. So I am stretching a bit when I bring the roommate into it, but I do believe these to be grooming tendencies by definition that Robot is presenting here. Favoritism, maybe, I don't know. Building a child's trust, I guess so. And sharing the nudes, and not the nudes, the explicit material, but at least three. I am confident in saying that Synnibear is guilty of at least 3 of these things. 2 with a minor.
It doesn't fit any of them. Sure, what she did is what a lot of...
But JustARobot says otherwise, so listen to him. With no explanation as to how she didn't do any of them, other than the examples that he literally just gave you where she does at least 2 of them. With a minor.
...do when they start grooming. But they tend to escalate things, and she didn't escalate things for 6 months. Or...
Yeah, she only sent nude gore and grape corn. She didn't escalate at all, bro.
No,
she didn't escalate from that point. She only got to the point where she was sending a minors grape corn, as the kids would, not the kids, fuck. Hopefully the kids aren't calling it that, as the YouTubers would call it, and gore corn. It was softcore, so it's okay. They didn't get past that point. They didn't escalate past that point.
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't actually know what grooming is. I know the RCC is...
You don't know what grooming is, bro.
They're going to try to use this video against me. They are going to paint me as someone who is okay with degenerate stuff being...
He literally threw up a list of things and just said, she didn't do any of these, and crumbled it up and threw it away. And then when you actually look at the list, you're like, oh no, she did like 2 of those. Definitely 100%.
...shown to kids, or that I'm defending...
And I know that from the information that he's given me in this video, trying to say otherwise.
...being a groomer. Both things that aren't true, as I've proven in this video.
You've proven the opposite. I have significantly more information that would prove that she is a groomer than anything other than anything else you've offered in this video. You're like... This glass, a lot of people would say it's made out of metal. A lot of people would say it has a black label with white text on the front of it. But did you know that in other languages, this would not be referred to as black, this would not be referred to as white text, and this would not be referred to as aluminum? Therefore, really, if you think about it, none of those things are true about this cup. That is what he's doing. That's his entire video, dude. That's his style of argument, dude.
I said what Cinny did wasn't okay, and I showed that she isn't a groomer.
What you just said doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's the point. Neither does what he says.
What she did was wrong. What she did was irresponsible. However, whatever punishment you think she deserves, I believe she already got it. Now, if you are one of the people who made a video on Cinny, and you disagree with things I'm saying in this video, then let's have a debate. It just seems
let's do
a
it.
little strange to me to make a video on someone.
Let's do it. That went really well for you on Chud Logic stream, bro. Let's do it.
Reaching out to them. Oh wait, you guys already did that. I, along with Kumo, were the only.
For those who don't know, this guy eventually did talk with somebody on a live show with Chud Logic. And by the end of it, he was like, this guy right here that's like confidently telling you that none of this shit is true and where everybody else is wrong. He was like, I really made a mistake here. Yeah, no, definitely made a mistake here.
Only two who reached out. I know a lot of people won't watch this video, so if you are going to disagree with me, please put #pineapple_soda in your comment. All one word, by the way. If you don't, then I know you were too scared to have your opinion challenged. I've made videos on predators before, and I've uploaded more than one video bashing cuties. I've won almost every single drama I've been in, even when I was on the losing side. I'm sure people are going to say I'm reviling.
To just say that is insane, dude. I have won every single drama that I've been in. Yeah, to you. It's like a debate. It's like when people say someone won a debate. Do you know who wins a debate? The person you were rooting for in the beginning. Steve, I don't see why people want to date minors. When you reach a certain age, it just gets weird as heck. Absolutely. If I were to, I couldn't even imagine dating like a 21-year-old. Like, and I couldn't imagine. It would be boring. What would I do with this person? If I were to imagine myself dating someone way younger than me, I would find that super weird. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. 100%, dude. Agree with you 100%.
Driving the drama, or that I'm doing this for money or something. But even if that is true, it doesn't debunk anything I'm saying. People
literally just got done trying to discredit someone for exposing Synnibear because they financially potentially made a profit out of it, and then says, even if I was financially making a profit with my video, that doesn't discredit anything I'm saying. What a fucking idiot, dude. I'm autistic, so my writing is gonna look like scrambled eggs, but yeah, I would choose the 18-year-old over the 17-year-old. I mean, yeah, hopefully you do the legal option. But like, even if like for me, if I have a friend who's dating a 21-year-old, I'm looking at them funny and I'm giving them shit for it all the time. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even understand dating like 3-5 years below me. And they're not like, I'm looking at you funny. I'm looking at you funny. If you're hanging out with me and we're like 30 and you're dating 25, 24-year-olds, it's like, okay, dude. It's a little weird. Obviously not as bad if it was a minor. Clearly not. But like, okay, technically you could date an 18-year-old. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the 18-year-old? You're gonna go to her graduation because the girl's literally old enough she could still be in high school.
People will more than likely bring up the Toby drama, but last time I checked, every single video covering my Toby video is gone.
No, Dave Jones. I, as a 27-year-old man, have nothing in common with a 21-year-old. So why would I be talking to one?
Every last one of them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared of the backlash I'll get from uploading this video. Both my roommate and my girlfriend try to talk me out of uploading it. They think I'm right, but they don't want to see me fight for so long and so
do they think
hard
you're right?
like I did in the Peaches drama. By the way, Peaches is someone that became a bad person after everything I did for them, so I don't know if Cinny will end up the same way or not. But I have to do what I think is right. Who knows, maybe I'm the one
You have to do what you think is going to get you in that girl's DMs.
the wrong, but I still feel like
The legal option is better, younger. That is pretty stupid and can get you. You don't do it because it's illegal. You do it because it's fucking weird to be dating an 18-year-old when you're a fucking adult, dude. I think Dave is a shit poster. Yeah, I don't know what Dave's deal is with that type of thing.
I have to do this. A lot of people could have done this video better than me, and hopefully they will, now that I've shown them the ropes. But if I am in the right, the next time something like this happens, can you guys please not say, "Ja, you were right about every other drama, but this time you're wrong," before my video even comes out.
No, that's just your perception. You think you're right because no one's challenging you.
That being said, I am not confident that this video will go over well.
I would love to go over this guy's old dramas and determine whether he was in the right or not.
Once I upload it. The good news is I don't have to worry about people like Prisonmate Luke coming in and making things worse. But I also can't get help from people like Lio, Peaches, and Doodletones. The last two left YouTube and Lio's reputation is in the dirt. But I do believe they would have been more skeptical about this drama than most people. In many ways.
See, now he's talking about all of his... He said this in an interview where he was like, I was hoping to be friends with this person because all of my YouTube friends are gone. He's trying to grow a community.
This is like all the big dramas that have ever happened in the commentary community.
Yeah, I do associate age with intelligence. I associate age with a lot of things. I think the opportunity for a 25-year-old man to have more experience and intelligence than a 15-year-old boy is pretty strong, actually, yeah.
At once. Just like Spoctor, Cinny admitted to it. Just like Peaches, she made a bad first response. And just like Pyro, people painted her as a groomer when she wasn't.
None of these things have anything to do with what we're talking about right now, but he wants you to think otherwise, because these things were defensible and what we're talking about right now isn't.
One. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, this drama has now gotten so big that people outside the ArtCC are talking about it. And a lot of non-ArtCC people don't think that she's a groomer. Who knows, maybe—
No, that's not true at all. You just said that. Again, that's just another thing you just said. And it's not true and has no bearing in fact or reality. But you just say that because you're gaslighting people. That's your style. That's your style, dog. You've gotten away with it for too long. Now with this video, your reckoning has come.
Maybe I'm the one in the wrong, but after—
No, I will 100% associate it. Yeah.
For seeing what happened in the Spoctor, the Peaches, and the Pyro dramas, I just think we should be at least a little bit more skeptical. Please, do not take my word for this.
No, people— it's not that people weren't skeptical. It's that the person literally came out and said, yes, I groomed that minor. What are you skeptical of?
Do your own research and look into these
Do your own research. You do your own research. You didn't read the freaking thing. You didn't read the doc you keep referencing. And the examples that you gave were all really, really, really bad. And then after you read them, you're just like, this is not even bad.
More carefully. And once again—
this grape corn that she sent to a minor is not even that bad. That's what you said. But it was that bad. This gore corn that they sent to minors was not even that bad, but it was that bad.
Again, I want to make this clear. Cinny is being irresponsible, but in my book, she's not a groomer. Anyways, let's get into the edited down version of the interview I had with Cinny.
Oh, this is the good part. This is the good part. This is what I've been waiting for. Let's go. This is the interview. So what I've been told, I've not watched it myself yet, but what I've been told, he literally is just like gassing her up. Like his questions are basically just like, so it says here that you're actually innocent of everything. Interesting. And that's a question. That's a question. Let's check it out.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, yeah.
Okay, so first thing I want to ask you, how are you feeling right now?
What the fuck? This is an interview over grooming allegations, and they're playing Super Smash Brothers going, all right, first question, how you feeling right now? Like on a game show. He's acting like they're on a freaking game show. All right, first things first, Sydney, how you feeling right now? Oh, that's great, Sydney. Now let's get to the first question. Heard you were innocent of everything. Is that true? Crazy.
Dead inside?
That sounds about right. Like, you seem like you've been through quite a bit of a roller coaster lately.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's my first question, if you don't mind if I begin. Do you mind if I begin?
Am I being recorded?
Actually, sure, I'll ask that. Would you be okay if I record you?
I guess it should be fine.
Okay, so for my first question is, did you actually, like, look at the docs at all?
The first one, yes. The second one, I didn't get a chance to. It was made, so that Jack could upload his video, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay,
I'm pretty sure it came out the same day as me making my... Like, the one that, Enno made, I'm pretty sure, was made on the exact same day that I recorded my apology video.
And Enno is the 14-year-old, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my first question.
No, it was the 14-year-old, okay. So now we've established...
I looked at the first doc. Like, I desperately looked all over the first doc.
You didn't read it. You admitted you didn't read it, or maybe it was another doc. He didn't read one of the docs. He skimmed it, he said.
I don't see any grooming going...
Stupid.
Oh, yeah. Like, Cinny had her avatar in sexual poses, and I was like, yeah, have you not seen Naruto or any PG-13 anime?
Dude, oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Dude, just the things that he gave me in this video were so bad from the doc. I have gone over them a million times already. I've referenced them. It's like literally, he's like, dude, there was like literal corn that involved children and molestation, and he just would like reference that and say, "Now this was in the doc. I don't think that was that bad." Like.
No, I think a lot of that document was just complete horseshit, honestly. There were, of course, there were like some things that I do think were problems, like the actual issues, but a lot of it was just bullshit.
Yeah, like I was looking at that and I was like, this is so much nothing. Like, okay, sure, there's some stuff in here.
This is insane. We are watching an interview with what could be defined as a child predator, and it's just a fluff piece with memes spliced in between Super Smash Brothers footage. What the fuck?
Here, but like 90% of it was just nothing. Like you saying, "Oh, my character, this fan art someone made for me is sexy." It's like, oh no, that she said sexy. I heard the word sexy in a fucking Shrek movie when I was a kid. Like, oh no. Question one. Let's just go in the order I asked you them. Did you take your apology down, and if so, why?
I privated it because I'm making a video kind of going over why I don't believe I'm actually a groomer.
Oh wow! Why don't you think why don't you think you're a groomer? It's because there's legitimately no evidence of you grooming.
Other than all the evidence you just went over in the first 45 minutes of this video, that could 100% definitely be defined as grooming.
That's why you think that?
I will be completely honest.
As you can see, Jar is using pickup lines because he likes her for some weird reason. I don't know if he's using pickup lines, but he's definitely fluffing her. He's giving her the he's helping her out. He's giving her the assist to beat these allegations. If you don't know Jar, actually, yeah, no, I've picked that up that he may like her. Definitely picked that vibe up. Yeah.
I didn't even consider it to be grooming until Jack told me it was grooming.
Oh my fucking god! Of course you did. Of course you did. Because like, here's the thing. I looked through.
I didn't know it was grooming until someone defined grooming for me.
Through both docs. Okay, were you talking appropriately? Yes. Were you grooming? No. So.
Were you talking inappropriately with a minor about sexual themes? Yes. Were you grooming? No. Did you shoot the guy in the head? Yeah. Did you murder him? No. The bullet killed him, not you.
Let me go off topic. Cinny, are you... Can I call you Cinny? Is that how you say your name?
Yeah, it's Cinny.
Oh, now he's risen her. Now he's risen her. Now he's trying to throw the riz. Can I call you Sydney? Can I call you Sydney? While we're on cameras right now, can I use your friend name?
Okay, I might accidentally call you Sunny by accident, but I'll try to call you Cinny. So, Cinny, like, let me ask you something. Are you,
That's also, you are interviewing somebody that has severe allegations pushed on them, and now you're using friend names. Like, that's just not good. That shows that you're biased immediately, that you're willing to try to use a more personable way to communicate with them, to define their other name. You know, that's insane. That's insane. Imagine like a judge is asking a defendant question, and they're just like, Mr. Joe, actually, can I call you Jay? All right, Jay, well, here's the deal. People are saying you ran over 16 people in a Honda Civic on Saturday night. Jay, what do you think about that? That's literally this interview, dude. It's literally this interview. All right, Sydney. Can I call you Sydney? Okay, people are saying you groomed a child. Well, what do you think about that?
You're straight, right?
The fact that he thinks that PG anime lines is so good, he used it 3 times. Used it 3 times. What is PG anime lines?
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah. What? Now I'm straight too. I mean, no. Sorry. Eno is a female, correct? I got the names mixed up.
Eno is AFAB. Yeah.
So now he's trying to like this is so stupid. The grooming of a minor. Okay, one of the questions he has was the minor that you allegedly grew even a boy, or was it a girl? Like, what does it matter? It was a minor that was potentially groomed. What does this sexual orientation of this person have to do with the allegations?
Yeah.
Hey, Fab. Okay, so yeah, have you ever dated a woman?
When I was 14.
Of course you did.
Dude, he literally, like, he keeps going back to this like it's a good point. And his point is, this person's not even attracted to women, okay? For some freaking reason, he keeps saying that with this whole fluff part that makes no fucking sense. Where, for some reason, the gender of the minor that was groomed weighs heavily on the accusations. For some reason, that matters. And one thing that he keeps thinking is a major point to bring up is the fact that Synnibear doesn't even like girls, and here she is saying, yeah, I dated a girl once. This guy's a fucking idiot, dude. He's literally an idiot. He's like Boogie 2988, where like you're just smart enough to try to manipulate, but you're too dumb to pull it off.
And I ended up breaking up with my girlfriend when I was 16 because I realized I didn't love her like that, because I realized I don't like women like that.
You were just a bit bi-curious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow, that's such an interesting. That's such an interesting information to know about this character that groomed someone. This is like an interview that you give someone that you like respect. This is like an interview that you give someone that you're genuinely interested on their personal life and background. That's the type of question that would come from.
Once I kissed an Italian guy, but that's not important right now.
Okay.
Women like that.
You were just a bit bi-curious, right?
Yeah, they all told him not to post it in chat. I think, yeah, they all told him not to post this. Even he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Once I kissed an Italian guy, but that's not important right now.
It's pretty based. Based.
God is literally punishing you.
Way back when, I like became friends with someone named Pee-wee. I guess now they go by Bug Spray. I just keep calling them Pee-wee.
What are these people's names? If you're hanging out with people that identify themselves as it and go by names like Bug Spray, you need new friends. Just drop all your friends, be alone for a little bit, and then rebuild later. Something is wrong. Something is fundamentally wrong with you, possibly. And the example would be the people you are attracting.
Pee-wee, because that's like ingrained in my brain. That's just who they are to me. I don't know, man. Like we kind of just like, I didn't realize that we only talked for a week before it.
Dr. Phil ain't got this one, dude. Dr. Phil had the chance to stop Jack Doherty and he failed.
Got weird, but
His is above his pay grade.
But we were just like both being sexual like toward each other, and then like.
And now we're talking about the domestic shit when the allegations that people give a fuck about and are mad about are the fact that you groomed a fucking kid. What do we care about what you and your... We're talking about the roommate now again.
They offered to help me move out by moving in with me. And I wanted very badly to leave my parents' place, so we went through like a lot of planning. And then one day they just ghosted me, and I had to work out other arrangements in order to move out.
Like, yeah, what does this have to do with the grooming allegations that everybody's pissed about? The whole reason this video exists.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple days after they ghosted me,
Here, I'll intervene again once we finally get to a question that may possibly have something even vaguely to do with the grooming allegations this video was designed to defend this person from. Okay? The only thing that should be being discussed right now. I will chime back in when that happens.
they made like a public YouTube video exposing me, and like they leaked like a shit ton of the art I sent them. Which...
Yeah, and someone made a video defending you, and that video got like 300,000 views or some shit, right?
I don't know how many
yeah,
views it got, but
chat, the PG anime line, I mean, the fact that he's arguing that because, yeah, again, I'll finish reading, because Naruto or whatever is kind of horny, somehow that makes her art okay. Exactly, it has nothing to do with the other thing. None of the points, that's the whole thing. That's what I said with the cup comparison. Nothing he says makes any fucking sense. But he's presenting it to you and hoping that you don't pick up on that, and you just accept what he's saying as fact, and you're like, oh yeah, that does make sense. Oh yeah, this is exactly like the Pyro situation. It has nothing to do with the Pyro situation. Her grooming a child has nothing to do with with Naruto. Okay?
I'm assuming you're talking about the video that Soph the Neko made?
I think it was Soph the Neko. But more importantly, so I think you're missing the point of the question. The person who made the first doc, like the old doc about you with this...
Actually, Synnibear, don't be sorry. This guy's just a fucking idiot. Okay? He expected you to answer differently. Even though you literally answered the question, but he has a script already lined out in his head and you didn't follow it.
Are they the same person who's making the new doc now?
Dude, exactly. He's saying these dumbass points like they're good and repeats them like they're going to be better. Exactly, dude. Nothing. He has made no points this entire video. This has been 48 minutes of nothing. He's presented nothing to this. He has made it worse. My perception of this person is significantly worse than it was when I started watching this video. But I'm not supposed to feel that way because the examples that he gave that make her look way, way, way worse. Afterwards, he says, that's not even bad. And that's it. That's like. And then O.J. Simpson allegedly murdered 2 people. But really, that's not even that bad. That's what he's doing.
I don't think so. Also, what was there one that came?
Harvey Weinstein never even went to a school. Where was he getting these girls? They were actually coming to him. They were asking for help and he gave it. So really, that wasn't even that bad. That's what he's doing.
Came out before addressing Synnibea03, or are you just talking about that one?
I heard that the same person, I just heard this recently, like today, someone told me that, oh, the same person who is calling Synnibear out in their doc was the same person who was getting onto their case like a year ago when they were 19 and talking with a 17-year-old, and I want to run that by you to see if you...
Okay, now we're getting back into the... But how did he present the question?
Video got like 300,000 views or some shit, right?
I don't know how many views it got, but I'm assuming you're talking about the video that Soph the Neko made.
I think it was Soph the Neko. But more importantly, so I think you're missing the point of the question. The person who made the first doc, like the old doc about you with a 17-year-old, are they the same person who's making the new doc now?
I don't think so. Also, what was there one that came out before addressing Synnibea03?
He's trying to paint a picture like this person is like a crazed freak that just keeps trying to take Synnibear down. So his question was this person the same person that made the doc from the last drama? And Synnibear was like, no. Which completely destroys the narrative that he's trying... The 396th narrative that he's trying to create that would make Synnibear like a victim or vindicate her in any way, shape, or form.
Or are you just talking about that one?
I heard that the same person... I just heard this recently, like today. Someone told me that, oh, the same person who is calling Synnibear out in their doc was the same person who was getting onto their case.
Yeah, I read this thing on Twitter, and when I read the thing on Twitter, it made it seem like maybe this person was like, just bullying you, really. And you're not telling me that now. You're actually telling me that's not the case, and it's kind of making me look stupid. So can you please say that again, but with the lines that I thought you were going to say in my brain, in my robot brain?
Like a year ago when they were 19 and talking with a 17-year-old, and I wanted to run that by you to see if you knew anything.
You didn't give me the answer that I wanted, so I'm going to ask the question again.
I don't...
Let's see if her answer changes.
think so, no.
I don't think so, no.
The person...
He's like, fuck! He's like, fuck! Shit!
Who made the addressing Synnibea03 document was like a...
Ask it a third time, robot man. Ask the question a third time. Maybe you'll get a different answer the third time.
Really old, like... ex-friend. I don't know. I don't know.
Look, he's frustrated. You literally hear him. He's mad. He's mad, bro. You didn't give me the answer that I thought you were gonna give. That destroys my whole point. Like literally, dude, he's so fucking stupid.
Like how much they just don't exist in my brain.
Okay. Well, is Eno friends with the person who made the first doc?
Are they at least... Dude, oh my god! Oh, okay, well, it wasn't the same person that made the last doc from the last drama. Well, were they... Do you think maybe, possibly, this person is at least friends with the person that made the last doc? Because you're kind of making me look stupid here.
I'm not aware of them even, like, knowing of each other.
No. They're not related at all.
Existed.
That's awesome. Dude, this guy's so fucking stupid. Oh my god.
I mean...
This is the best part of the whole video. Oh, we should have just watched this part. But I'm so glad we watched the rest of it because there's so much good shit in there too. But this is crazy. He's trying to create a narrative and she's just like, no, that's not, no, they're not actually, no, they're not even friends. Actually, they're completely, no.
Obviously, I think I'm gonna call him Bunny. I'm pretty sure Bunny, like, probably knows about Enno, but I don't think Enno knows who Bunny is. Bunny is the person who made the doc.
Ask it one more time. Ask it again. Phrase it in a different way. Come on, robot. You can build this narrative. You can do it. Just find a. Are you sure that this person that made the new doc didn't possibly one time maybe eat at the same Arby's as the person that made the second doc? Maybe, just maybe in the same zip code, possibly the same country. Maybe they're from the same country, planet, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, no correlation at all. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and at least from what I can tell from the messages, there was no indication from on my end that you were trying to get with a 14-year-old romantically.
No.
Yeah. With the way people are talking about this, they're making you seem like the next ADP, the next Cosmodor, or...
My interpretation of these events that everybody else thinks is evidence that you groomed a minor, I don't think that is what it is. Would you agree with me or them? You. Exactly. Like, got him.
Or whoever the heck.
Bob and Tim forever. How does the life experience between some young dude in their 20s compare to someone who's hit their 30s? What makes their experience and perspective so different from each other? I don't know how old you are, but I'm 27, and I am an entirely different person than when I was 20. And that is due to the life experience that I have gotten in the past 7 years. You think you're invincible. 18-year-olds think they're like invincible. They're the best. Even when you're young, you think you know everything, you think you're different, and you're not. And your parents are probably right about everything, and you will understand that when you are older. And I'm saying that to you, and you're doing the same thing that I did and everyone else did, where you're like, no, I'm different somehow. I'm going to live forever. I know differently. I have a better understanding than my peers on these topics, and you don't. And everyone's told that, and not a single person believes it. And then they turn 30, they turn 27, and that's when you kind of start to probably realize, like, oh, okay, that is all true. So yeah, there's a lot of life to, well, unless you live on the internet. If you live on the internet like these people, you will actually be the exact same person you were when you were 16 when you're 30. So that is the exception.
Whoever the fuck, like. And this is like the important question I want to ask you. What like pushed you in to like saying like, hey guys, I'm sorry, I groomed a minor, I'm leaving my...
And by the way, it's not a bad thing. Growing's not a bad thing. You should not want to be, because I said that like it was a negative thing. It really isn't. Okay. You should not want to be the same person that you were when you were 20, when you were 30. You should want to right now know that you are going to inherit, you are going to gain skills and knowledge and life experience that will completely change you as a person in a positive way in the span of like a decade. That is something that you should want and be expected. That shouldn't be something that's insane. You shouldn't already know everything. If you have already reached your peak as what you will become as a human before you're like 25, that is sad. You should not want that. Age don't mean intelligence. Oh, it does. Yeah, no, it does. There's actually like statistics for it. That's why when you're in school, they test kindergartners if they know their ABCs. And when you're a senior in high school, you learn fucking algebra, actually. So no, there is a difference, and you're wrong. And even to a scientific medical level, your brain does not stop developing until you're 25. So you're just completely wrong. And that statement is incorrect.
Channel that I've worked so many years on because of so what was the thought process there?
I had like a thing in my head where I was just like, oh, this is what like seems like the best option just to keep everyone happy and safe, I guess. It was mostly me trying to earn back Jack's trust by being open and honest with the people, like with my own audience.
But you weren't honest with them. You said you groomed someone, and I don't...
I thought I did.
Hey, Robot literally gaslit Synnibare into thinking that she didn't groom someone. And he is continuing to do it live right now in this conversation.
Okay, here's the thing, and was the first big red flag to me.
At first, I thought this was pretty cut and dry. You got accused, docs were made, there's so much evidence in the doc, they're so long, you must have done it because you admitted to it. So I was working on my video and then I thought, I just had that feeling, the same feeling I got when the Peaches drama started, the same feeling I got when the Spockter drama started. It's that feeling I get in the back of my neck that just tells me something's not right here. And I thought about it, and I was like, Cosmodor did not admit to grooming until—
Dude, I don't know if all that information was available yet in those docs, but she groomed a minor. We have the evidence that she groomed a minor. What she did is being defined as grooming. And she knew she groomed a minor and was aware she groomed a minor until Just A Robot came and gaslit them into thinking that she didn't. Which he's continuing to do through this interview for our viewing pleasure.
Late. Neither EDP to this day has not admitted to doing anything wrong. Groomers—
Wait, what was this?
don't fucking admit to it. So I thought to myself, why would she admit to it? I can't even—
I just read the rest of Dave Jones. Dave, what does owning 4 cars have to do with intelligence? The guy in the corner with a trashed out trailer with 16 cars that are all fucking not running, that guy's smart. That guy should be the president? What are you talking about?
I think of a single groomer who just flat out said, yep, I did it.
I'm just going to start buying cars. I'm just going to start buying used cars to increase my intelligence.
And then I started thinking, maybe I should reach out to you and have a chat with you. So what you did was inappropriate. You shouldn't have done that, but I don't think you're causing—
Let me continue to gaslight you live for the audience about how you weren't a groomer. Let me attempt to gaslight you along with the audience that you weren't a groomer.
Door level. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're—
Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, he's like, dude, this guy's such a piece of shit.
Working on a response to everything. Is that right?
I'm trying.
What do we got here? Bob and Tim. Yo, I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to be like when I hit 25. I ain't there yet, but I'm curious how different I'll be from now. How's my head going to be? What's going to change in my brain? You won't know till you get there. And like I said, you gotta kind of work for it. You should be pushing yourself every day. You should be actively focusing on goals. You should have an idea of what you want to be and your goals. And those goals will probably change. But as long as you are actively trying to improve on yourself and you're going out, you get a job, you get a career set, you get good at something, stuff like that. Just the basics. Do the basics. Do the bare minimum of what your parents should have told you to do. You will. Like when I was 20, I thought like it was going to be impossible to ever live on my own. Life was pointless. I was depressed. There's no way I could ever make enough money to afford anything. How am I going to do anything? And now I have a house. I have a cool gaming computer. I have motorcycles and cars and everything. And, that's just all shit that I thought would be completely impossible when I was 20. And I'm capable of things that I never thought I'd be capable of when I was 20. When I was 20, I was going to school to learn how to work on cars because I was completely useless and couldn't do anything. And I don't want to go into specifics of what I do for work, but, I'm a somewhat capable guy. And I look back at 20-year-old me and I'm just like, wow, man. Wow, dude.
Well, it's going to be an uphill battle.
Life gets better if you let it, man. It really does.
You made things really bad for yourself by making that apology.
I realize that.
Yep. And here's the thing.
You made things really bad on yourself for making that apology where you talked about how you groomed a child. You made things really bad for yourself when you admitted to doing all the things that you did. This guy's like a lawyer. This guy's like a scummy lawyer. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing until I look at the case. I'll tell you what to say. Steve, well, I am starting to learn on working on art and learning the basics until I improve on my art. I mean, art's cool. I don't know. I have nothing bad to say about that. You do your art thing. I mean, definitely worry about money though a little bit. If the art is not making you money, you should be trying to do something or getting to somewhere that's going to get you money. I like doing YouTube. I like doing live streaming, but I don't like put all my eggs in this basket hoping that one day it makes me a millionaire. I have a I would call desirable set of skills that I can apply to, a professional career in something that I'm not specifically passionate about, but I've learned it will pay the bills, So yeah, I'm not against artistic endeavors. I'm not against hobbies. Obviously I'm doing what I'm doing right now and I enjoy it very much, but I don't make any money doing this. and I don't really expect to. I do it because I enjoy doing it, and then I have a job which having a job is just very important. And I have a job that, you know, I can utilize the skill set I've developed to make money, so I can buy cool shit, so I can do the thing I'm doing right now. Okay. You seem like a pretty smart guy and a cool guy. Sub, dude. Good videos. Thanks, man. I really do try to, when given the opportunity, to like be a positive influence on people. I don't know. I try. Yep.
As much backlash as you're getting right now, the Spokters and people.
I had a hard time growing up, but I hope I can make it easier on some other guy like me. My backstory is PewDiePie saved my life, unironically. I started watching his self-help videos when I was like at a very low point in my life, and then that's when I started making content on the internet.
Peaches was surprisingly worse, so I think you have a chance of getting out of this.
I hope so.
Yeah. So, what's the plan with you and Jack?
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I can see what he posts on Twitter. I can tell he's not... he's not my friend.
I would say the same. I don't think that's what friends say about one another.
God, he jumped so fucking far. He's calling me a pedophile.
You can tell that these people have spoken like a lot before this interview. Like, I've done this. I've interviewed people on this channel before, and I'm getting like the same vibes I get from like those interviews where I'm like trying to be friends with somebody. You know, when I debated that Hassan mod, forget his name, you know, even then I was like still trying to be friendly, which was a mistake. I showed weakness. I should have floored him. But I'm not getting those vibes, even those vibes here. These are like very friendly vibes. Well, I do want to change piece by piece and get my life together. Like, I'm an early grown adult right now, and in real life, and I'm trying to improve my autism a bit to fit in more with people. Interacting with people is good. Like, having a job, right? Like I said, like unironically, I truly believe that like there's other ways to do it, but I feel like a really basic thing you can do to like improve your life a lot is just working. Because you're around people, you learn how to interact with people, you know. Hopefully you learn before you turn into these people who like make like sex jokes at work, you know, shit like that. Just because you see a coworker doing it doesn't mean you should do it. Yeah. Yeah, you find your way, man. As long as you're putting effort into it, you find your way.
I haven't seen that, but I've seen other stuff.
I saw, like, I was at work, goddammit, and I saw him say some shit like, live and suffer, pedo bear. I think it's so jarring because he left before I even came home from work. Like, I came home from work and he was just gone. And then...
Why are you laughing at that? Dude, she got outed as being a groomer, and then the person, like, bailed because their roommate was a groomer, and you're, like, laughing. What is the... Like, dude, he's so fucked up. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just so insane.
It's just... Oh, it's funny to hear a woman say that for once.
What the fuck? I mean, whatever.
I came home from work and he was gone, and then, the next morning, the police came to my apartment.
Oh, no!
For a wellness check, not for anything bad.
Oh, okay.
Dude, he's literally interviewing this potential groomer, and this is supposed to be like an interview that changed his mind, and he's like, "Oh no, the cops came! No!"
I woke up to like the police at my door, and they were just like, "Hey, heard something was going on with you. Your friend called us here," and I was like, "Oh." And then I looked at my phone and I saw that like my real life friend tried calling me multiple times, and Jack tried calling me multiple times, and I texted like both of them, and my real life friend didn't know that the police were coming, so I figured they didn't call them, so it had to be Jack. I told Jack like, "Oh, the police came by," and he was like, "Yeah, we thought you were dead, lol." Like he
Dude, these internet people are freaks. I don't know. I was quick to say that, but like, I don't know. It's good they called the police, I guess. I guess it's good they called the police.
He said LOL at the end of his message, and then he never texted.
Yeah, that's what it is. We thought you were dead, LOL. Like, this isn't serious to them. Like, the allegations are serious, and the serious things happened here. But then, like, what would give somebody room? Like, if Just A Robot wanted to make a good video, he would have tried to capture all these moments where these people were immature in the handling of this situation. Like that little remark of like, we thought you were dead, haha. And you've been like, this is a joke to them. Can't you see this is a joke? Like that would have been the correct way to try to manipulate everybody.
Me ever again. And I was like, oh, this is good, because this means he's upset with me, but he still cares about me. That's good. He wants to make sure I'm alive. And then, like, I went to work, and in the middle of my shift, I saw that he made, like, a big, like, Twitter thread, basically mocking me. Like, he bragged about stealing my friends from me, and he said, like, you know, live and suffer, pedo bear. And then he, like, posted a picture of, like, a hat that he left on my pillow when he left. Like, it was a hat that said Groom on it.
Actually, that's something I've been meaning to ask you. So, like, they accused you of touching them inappropriately?
Yeah.
Alright, this is actually a good question, but let's see how he does it. Because that was one of the accusations, that the roommate Jax was being touched inappropriately by Synnibear. So now I'm curious to see what we have to hear about that.
Fuck him for even, like, insinuating that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get real here.
Which, this is a domestic situation. Like, we don't know. It's besides the point, but, you know, it is one of the accusations. I think it's much, much lighter of an accusation than the grooming of a minor, but it was one of the accusations. This is the best question that he's asked so far.
Me and Professor Dreadlock, we're best buddies, and we're...
Me and my roommate, that's a man, we touch each other's ass all the time, and that's normal, right? No, not really.
We're romantic with each other. We slap each other on the ass every now and then. We spook each other. We don't poke each other in the crotch, but we do pretty much everything else. And like when I heard that, I was just...
We don't judge each other's privates like you did, but we do everything else, so it's pretty much the same.
Like, you know, I know Jack goes by he, him, but like, their sex is... They're an AFAB, and...
yeah, he's AFAB.
Yeah, so two women living with each other... They're going to, I don't know what it's like with two women living with each other, but
let me paint a picture that makes you look good for you, and then you can just say yes at the end.
I can tell you as a guy who lives with them.
But like, we're not going to know. This is like besides the point. Like, you got her take. He got her take of this person is lying about me, and now he's trying to further their opinion, like their side of the story, by painting a picture that makes them look charitable. I am mentally older than I am. It scares the shit out of me. Jack goes by he, it, get it right. Yeah, whatever. Is that hateful? Am I a bigot? Am I a bigot because I think it is a ridiculous, like...
Another guy, we sometimes touch each other a bit inappropriately.
I think it should have been, like, a red flag to literally everyone when Jack showed, like, me screaming at him, like, through text, saying, I always asked you if it was okay, and you said yes, and like.
And this is all domestic shit. This is a he said, she said. Dude, we don't know. We don't know what happened here. It was good to ask the question, but now he's gonna keep going until he can paint a picture that makes this person look good.
No one mentioned that or like said anything about that.
Well, you need to understand this corner of the internet. They're fucking idiots. They will.
Yeah, they are fucking idiots, dude. Your Robot, your quarter of the internet. The way you describe them, and fucking, you were all idiots. You were all dumbasses, bro.
Believe what they're told until they're shown the opposite. I mean, come on, you've seen this with the Spocker drama. You've seen this with the Peaches drama. Prismate Luke literally put up screenshots that contradicted what he said, and people went...
You put up screenshots that contradicted what you said. All of your criticisms towards your community that are negative, you've demonstrated in this video. Far worse than your examples to them.
Yep, that seems legit to me.
What the fuck are you showing on my screen? I'm going to sue this person. I'm going to sue Just A Robot for whatever he keeps putting on my screen,
like,
dude.
The commentator.
All of his little, like, what are supposed to be memes that are in between this fucking gameplay as we're listening to an accused groomer give their side of the story are, like, just, like, I'm mad that you put that on my monitor. I'm mad that because of you that was on the pixels on my monitor that I paid good money for had to create that image because of you. It pisses me off. Talking about Jar, he's the one who's been trying so hard to call them it, and he's getting their pronouns wrong. Oh yeah, shit.
Aren't like looking at that.
Actually, that's something I've been meaning to ask you. Aside from me,
this is insane. What I'm watching right now is insane.
Two YouTubers contacted me and like asked me questions. but no one else. Yeah, it was
Okay, so I'm literally the first person who was like, hey, I don't think you're as bad as what
You're the
everybody else
second
is
person.
saying.
The first person was Kumo.
Of course it's Kumo. Like, I have my own issues with the guy, but like, it sounds like sometimes he could be skeptical in the right areas, and you know what, I think it was skeptical in the right area. Because like, I've heard rumors that you two were collabing together, but I watched his video and I was like, I don't...
Collabing is a stretch, but like, he's trying to help me, like, make my video as good as it can be.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So...
Like, not a collab, just like, he's looking over my stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. I was so ready to tear into you, and this was the day
I was so ready to tear into you, and then I thought, wait, this is a perfect opportunity to get a new Discord kitten.
Going to upload it unlisted for my Patreon supporters, and it was going to go live tomorrow. But then I decided to fact check one more time, just make sure everything was correct, and I've had this feeling for a while, like something isn't right, and after looking at everything, I realized what you did was bad. Very bad. If you were... You better thank your vagina. If you were a...
You better thank your vagina.
If you had a pee-pee, you would be... Oh, man, it would not be good for you if you had a...
So it would... What is the gender? He did this before, too. What would make it... What makes grooming a minor worse if you have a penis or a vagina? And what makes grooming the... And again, this was another point he kept making. What makes grooming the minor worse if they have a penis or a vagina? What is this? What? Like, again, like, dude, the man has made no points this entire video. He just says shit. It doesn't make any sense.
Had a pee-pee.
Aw, man.
Yeah, but people are more forgiving when women do this. But yeah.
People are more forgiving when women do fucked up shit like this.
Like,
I guess that is his point.
I don't think you're a groomer. I think...
But we're critically thinking. We're smart people, right? We know that it's the same action, and the gender of the person does not change the severity of the action.
Your friend who you lived with for years convinced you that you were a horrible person. You started thinking you were a horrible person, and you cracked underneath the pressure and decided to say something in a video.
Wait, hold up. You 27. I'm older than you, Joe. So take some advice. I'm more intelligent than you. No comment.
Oh, that made you look really, really, really bad. And I'm guessing you didn't fully grasp what the word groomer meant, right?
You didn't, yeah, she didn't fully grasp what the word groomer meant until he re-explained it to her in a way that made her not a groomer. She completely understood what the word groomer meant until this guy came in and gaslit her into thinking she wasn't a groomer. Jar's trying to argue that because it's a woman on woman and they live together, she's trying to say it was inevitable because people of the same sex are just horny all the time, I guess. Dude, I don't know what he's trying to say, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's just he's grasping at straws to try to he's trying to find patterns in things that just don't have patterns and don't exist.
I think anyone who is watching my videos might be able to discern that, because
if you could be so lucky. Do you know how dumb these people are?
In my so Jack, I think Jack doesn't understand what grooming is, and I've been getting a lot of my information from him, because one of the things that I know I've said that was incorrect was like, so Jack keeps saying that he was groomed by Kitty Dog when he was 12 and Kitty Dog was 14, and I believed him.
Okay, that's...
What does this have to, like... This is like a podcast. This is not like an intense interview that is stressing the person's points in a way that will help the viewer come to a conclusion over whether to believe them or not. This is like a podcast. This is like two friends hanging out playing Smash.
That's not... I don't...
Me and Jarjuice have gotten angry at each other on live stream than me and Jarjuice have had more contentious conversations live than this is.
I don't want to downplay his experience in like that he was traumatized. I just, now that I'm like going to therapy and shit, I don't think it was grooming, actually. That doesn't
Now that I've been going to therapy, I don't think it's grooming. I'd love to see the part where your therapist said what you did with those minors wouldn't be constituted as grooming. I'd love to see that part. That's the thing. People, grooming is like the key. Like, no matter how fucked up you are, or how fucked up the thing is you do, if you get therapy, then you can just come back like a couple months later and be like, okay, I got therapy, now I'm better. It's like, no, you still did the thing. You know, if you drive drunk and run over 12 people, I'm still allowed to be mad at you and judge you for running over 12 people. I don't care that you got therapy now. That doesn't prove anything by itself. You've repeatedly had contact with minors that is inappropriate. More importantly, why are you still in therapy? If what you've decided, if the therapy is telling you that what you did was okay, then why are you continuing to go to therapy? Stupid, man. Stupid, man. Stupid, man. I hate the therapy shit. Not that therapy is bad, okay? It's not that it's bad. It's that people are just like, yeah, I'm going to therapy for this. I'm going to therapy for that. I learned this in therapy. It's like, go for a fucking walk or something, dude. People need therapy, but not everybody needs therapy. That's my official statement.
sound fucking right. God. And I feel fucking stupid for, like, making a video and defending that point.
Okay, you know how the only interaction we had ever
1420 is incredibly fucked up.
Was when I commented on your Spockter video?
Yeah.
Okay. In that video, you said you were moving in with Birdie, and, like, when I heard you bring that up, I was like, haha, well, this is going to be entertaining in a year.
Oh.
So that's exactly what I thought, because I was like, oh, two artsy people underneath the same roof. What could possibly go wrong?
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry I didn't warn you sooner. Honestly, I thought you would throw Jack underneath the bus first. Like, honestly, I thought it would happen the reverse way.
No. God. This entire situation just sucks.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. I've been in your shoes. Peach has been in your shoes. Spockter has been in your shoes. The only thing I'm going to tell you is this. Once
I don't know, man. I think I've changed my mind on the Jonah Hill thing. I don't remember all of it, but I remember, like, chat was, like, convincing me about the therapy talk thing. And to be fair, I don't really remember the gist. I don't remember a lot of that whole thing, but I don't think I care. I don't think I give a fuck. He went to therapy, make his girlfriend feel better. Well, yeah, there can just be bad therapists, if that was, like, the point. Like, I wouldn't argue that, I guess, yeah. I wouldn't argue that there could be bad therapists, but that goes both ways. Like, you could just have a therapist. Therapists are people. That's part of the reason I have a problem with therapy. You go to therapy for, like relationship therapy. Like, apart from, like, basic advice to give through therapy, like, I just feel like relationship therapy is probably mostly bullshit, right? That the therapist is going to, like, probably even maybe not intentionally take someone's side, and they don't know the full context. Blah, yada, yada, yada. You know, you go to a therapist that had a horrible divorce, and they're a man, and the wife and the man come in. You know, there might be some bias there. Just maybe, possibly, right?
Once you're out of this situation, don't fuck up again. Like, don't fuck up like Spockter and Peaches did. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to the Spockter situation, the dude got canceled for being a pussy. Like, if I was in that same situation as him, I would have been like, oh yeah, I stumbled upon it, looked through
I don't know these situations being referenced at all, dude.
all the multiple folders I had on it, saw the 13-year-old nudes, freaked out, ripped.
And I don't know why we're talking about it with again, the reason he keeps bringing up these other situations is because he keeps trying to draw lines to them, comparisons, and there's just none there. To be fair, I don't know what the Spockter situation was, but I just know that this person, by definition, groomed a minor and admitted to doing so. And that would be why I'm mad at them. That would be the criticism I have. I don't know what Spockter did, but I also don't know why we're bringing it up.
Ripped it out, stomped on it, and flushed it down my toilet. I'm not a predator. I just held on to those nudes in deep within folders within.
Dude, I know about the do. My buddy that I don't talk to anymore loved the do. The do is another groomer who claimed the allegations were false. I wish I didn't have a job. We could do the do next. Yeah, I saw Tom covered it. I'll be real, I haven't been watching Turkey Tom. I heard that somebody was trying to get him to watch my coverage of him on a live stream, but then he ended the stream. That would have been cool. People were tagging him. They're like, Turkey Tom's gonna get you. It's like I was playing with them in the video, but like I didn't say anything bad about him. So yeah, share the video to Turkey Tom.
All the 13-year-old nudes, freaked out, ripped it out, stomped on it, and flushed it down my toilet. I'm not a predator. I just held on to those nudes and deep within folders, and that's what happened to me. Oh well, guess I'll keep uploading like I normally did. But instead, he was like, "Ah, no, I'm gonna run."
I did a video where I went over Tom's coverage of that one anime girl, Fruit, and that whole drama, and I was like, I had some like criticisms towards Tom that I don't know, that weren't even that severe, and people like lost their fucking mind. And they were like, oh, it fucking, they did. They like shared it. They like chatted. They like paid money to chat my video to Tom. And I'm just like, yeah, fucking watch it. I don't know. Like, it's not me being like, come get me, Turkey Tom. That's me being like, I don't really think that you're going to have a problem with anything I said. Like,
run away and make people think I'm a predator, like fucking idiot.
I remember people like getting really upset with me when I tried giving like Spockter the benefit of the doubt in my video, where I was just like, you know, maybe he just forgot about it, and then people were like calling me a dick writer.
Well, you are that. Let's be honest here. I've seen how much you coom.
Rude, but anyway.
Come on, you're a coomer. You're like a super coomer. Like I've seen some of the stuff you've drawn.
Don't remind me of what everyone's seen. Fuck. All right.
But I'm gonna give you some advice, okay?
Dude, this is like so cringe. There is like 100% like immature flirt. Like it's not. I wouldn't call it flirting. This is like the type of conversation that two kids have. This is a conversation you have like with a girl that you got sat next to. Like, I don't know. The vibes are creepy. The vibes are creepy and weird. And there's a tone where there's like this awkward attempt to be like overly kind. And it's weird. It's weird. It's not good, dude.
No.
Some dark, that's what people say. Some dark shit going on here. This is dark.
You don't want any advice?
Okay, fine.
Okay, number one, you're going to have to take the L on the way you are talking to the 14-year-old, but you have to make it clear.
Oh, no, definitely.
Yeah, you're going to have to do that. There's no... Like, listen, I had a 14-year-old like, hey, I want to make you... I'm a big fan of you, and I want to make you helpy. And I was like, no, I know where this is going. This is a fucking honeypot situation. No, thank you.
Yeah.
What? We had a 14-year-old wanting to draw you in a way. And you're just immediately like, you didn't do it because it was wrong. This robot had someone come up to them and want to draw them in like an inappropriate way, was my understanding. And his response to that wasn't no because it's wrong, was no because this is a setup. Huh, interesting, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
in my video,
Peaches video, right?
Nope, she didn't.
I think so.
Okay, when I said adults talk inappropriately around minors all the time, people really took that the wrong way. But like, I defended myself on my second channel in my Vincent Skullman video. I was like, my dad showed me RoboCop when I was a kid, and that movie had boobies in it. Like, inappropriate things can happen.
I'm watching the whole video, dude. What do you want? Just to clear, this is a 10 minutes. I agree with you. I've been saying as much.
The kids are saying inappropriate.
The fun is picking apart how stupid he is and making fun of him and laughing. Yeah, dude, the fact that he would be enticed. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like the guy's a freak. The guy is a fucking freak. I didn't let that child draw me sexually. I assume that reference is, right? I didn't let that child... I did not entertain anything sexual with this child because I knew that it was a setup. That's what he just said. That's what he just said. Not because it was wrong, or he would never do that. Because it was set up. Still on his video, yeah. Davey just trying to be thorough. No, I'm going through because he keeps saying funny shit that's fun to pick apart.
Stuff to each other all the time. It's not... Like, you're not grooming a kid because you say pee-pee by accident around them. You know what I mean?
No, but you are grooming a kid when you start sending like vor to them. Yeah. When you knowingly are sending like sexual material to a child, yeah. I would say that's grooming, yeah.
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 So that's what you're doing. You're grooming them. You're like getting them more comfortable with that type of material.
You gotta be careful with this stuff, and you're not gonna get all your fans back. People are gonna hate on you.
But that is better than people thinking that you're the next...
Because again, it's different than if you do it with an adult or someone your own age, because the child shouldn't know about that type of stuff, and you're introducing it to them.
Cosmodor. I had to change my Spocker thumbnail, like the one where you said, coming up to get a cupcake because...
Dave, we had a goal that if we got 5 super chats, I would play Call of Duty, and we didn't get any.
Because I was like, oh, people might take this the wrong way.
So I don't want to hear complaining.
Like Spocker, but I don't think he's a groomer or anything like that. So that's
too late.
Why
I don't even want to play
thumbnail. And I understand you've heard nothing but bad things about me. I'm pretty sure you think I'm a racist.
That is a goal. You can see the goal.
At least one of those things.
I know
set
you're
a
not
goal. I
looked
don't
at in
remember what the
best light, but
parameters
I don't
were.
actually have any labels to attach to you.
I play like one round. The thing it says I'll play one round.
Not even the racist one.
I'm sorry. I'm not even paying attention to these people are saying anymore because it's so fucking stupid.
I'm too stupid. I don't everything.
Yeah, I was mostly thrown for a loop when you said you were coming back from work. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you did YouTube full time.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, not...
No! No!
Like, okay, not YouTube full time. But the thing is, I thought you did internet stuff full time because, like, commissions and all that.
Because I do internet full time. So I do internet for stuff full time, and it doesn't really make sense, I guess.
Yeah, because, like, I looked at your art.
Because I can live off peanuts. I can live off peanuts and freaking ramen noodles. And my parents pay my bills, probably, to some aspect. I just don't believe that there's just a robot guy is a functioning human being. I just can't believe that. Yeah, I see that thing in the corner. I know what it is. Probably no COD stream tonight. But yeah, dude, I just cannot believe this person's functional. Not that I think he is. I literally can't believe it. I don't believe him that he's functional. When you do the math, I don't know, for me at least, when I do the math of what some of these guys online are making with their content, I'm just like, go get a job, bro. Like, literally, just do what you're doing already, and then on top of that, get a job. Do you not like money? Like, there are some YouTubers that, like, people assume, and maybe I'm wrong, but there are definitely some YouTubers and influencers, whatever you want to call them, that you would think are doing this full time, and then you actually crunch their numbers compared to, like, what I know I make, and you're just like, no. like there are some... I'm not going to say who because I don't want to shit on him, but there's like this pretty big, I'd call him a podcaster, at least in like the commentary community. And he said what he makes a month one time on stream. And I was just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Art style. I was like, this.
People ask me like, would you ever want to do this full time? And I'm like, yes, but I would have to make so much money, bro.
Girl draws porn for a living.
All the smaller, like, things that are being, like, said about me, I plan on covering in, like, a second video. Like, for example, the scamming thing, and also, like, I'm being called racist because I said something racist.
No, you should not be worried about any of that. You should be worried about the grooming, which you did do, like, by your own admission. Like, why are you worried? Like, you groomed a child. Like, you groomed a child, and you're like, yeah, I'm also going to make a video going over the racism allegations. Like,
oh, come on, sister. You're talking to the racism king over here.
Just a Robot is the racism king.
King of racism. But I need to, like, talk about...
She should have ran, bro. She should have ran. She should have ran far, far away, dude.
That in a separate video, because the first video, the one I'm making right now, is mostly just talking about why I don't think I'm a groomer and why Jack is mean. He's mean. He's mean. Everyone look at Jack right now. All right.
Yeah.
No, there's like a bunch of fucking issues I have with Jack after seeing all this.
Actually, that reminds me. Does Jack have an IRL job?
No.
Do they receive Social Security?
Now he's trying to continue to paint Jack as like a clout chaser for which is funny because he even said like, if I were to make money on this video, it wouldn't make the points I'm making any less true. But then in the same breath, he's like trying to paint a picture like, well, Jack financially profited from exposing this person as a groomer. So that for some reason means that you should not listen to them. That somehow makes them less of a groomer. Synnibear is less of a groomer somehow because Jack's one of the people speaking out against them financially potentially profited from exposing them as grooming children.
Not anymore.
Dude, these people all have different ways. Like a lot of live streamers that like do it full time, they make all their money on donations and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Like, listen, like you could live hard. You could live real hard and live off very little money. I choose to not live hard and buy whatever I want whenever I want to and just work a job.
Yeah, I heard a story with that. Like, I will admit, I did, when I was questioning this, I did watch Kumo's video because I realized, okay, I need to hear someone defending this because, like, sometimes you just need one person to say the emperor has no clothes for you to actually see that he's naked. Yeah, when I saw his video, not a great video. He kind of rambles a lot. It took forever to actually start. He also has another video that is way shorter. I prefer his second one, but even then the second one, it's so long. But like, I looked at the video and I was like, this dude doesn't know what he's doing, but like, he's telling the truth. You're not a groomer. You're a lot of things. You're inappropriate.
I don't know, if it helps you put perspective. Like, my best months on YouTube when I was, like, grinding live streams and re-uploading the VODs and making videos, like, every single fucking day, treating it like a second job. Like, at the best my channel's ever done, I was making, like, $400 a month. If that's any perspective. So we're talking, like, average 1,000 views a video, maybe a couple 10K views videos, some streams where I got donations. Like, a good month for me is, like, $400. Like, so now take my numbers and compare them to your favorite YouTubers and figure it out.
With minors, you shouldn't send the stuff you sent. You've had multiple warnings about this. You need to be careful, and here's the thing. This happens again. It's going to be really bad. So, like, you need to double, triple, quintuple check what you're who you're talking to. You need to keep the ages in mind. And if you're going to start your Discord up again, make it 18+.
Yeah, that's also part of my conclusion.
Yeah.
I think I should make I don't know. My Discord fucking sucks, but I often worry about that. I don't have like a verification because people could just lie. And also there's no NSFW material allowed in the Discord. And it's small, manageable right now, but I don't know, man. I've been thinking about nuking the Discord. I've been thinking about nuking it. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like, I mean,
nothing has ever gone down in there bad, and anything that remotely I think is bad does get removed. I do go in there and check it on it, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know how much there is to it. Sometimes I debate whether I fucking know enough about how Discord to run one.
I'm gonna probably have like an age verification thing going on. I don't know how exactly I plan on implementing that yet because I
just want to make YouTube videos for people to watch my YouTube videos. That's the only reason the Discord exists, is to help support the YouTube. Everything else I do online is to support the YouTube channel. I don't think it helps. I think I have a bunch of dead subscribers in my Discord. Not worth my time.
My first idea was to have people like give me their driver's license, but that seems like a bad idea. That seems
just have them click on
easy way to dox yourself.
Just have them click on the I promise I'm 18 button. Like that.
But then people are gonna be like, that's not good enough.
Well, yeah, no, you were exposed for grooming a minor. You should just never have a Discord ever again. That's the problem. It wouldn't be good enough for you because you groomed a minor.
Tell them to make videos on Pornhub instead of you. Then what I find the funniest thing about this entire drama is like the doc that was like, oh.
Did you guys know that's actually funny? He just said that go make videos on Pornhub then. Did you guys know that there's a whole commentary community on Pornhub? Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. I was exposed to it. My buddy sent me a video and was like, this is like what you do, but with corn. And I'm like, wow. And then I looked into it. Like, there's a whole commentary community on Pornhub. The Pornhub commentary community is strong. Crazy, dude.
Her character did a sexy pose, and then Jack links it beneath his video, and it ends with the fucking your two characters.
The fucking panty and stalking me.
Yeah, like I know what panty and stalking is, and I know that's not a show I would be like sending to any minor I've spoken to. Let's just say that. And when I saw that, I was just like, I was confused about this. Like people saying, oh, Synnibea03, she drew a character in sexy.
The funny part too is my understanding is I was following the Synnibear drama through Chud Logic, and I feel like the drama was like dead. I feel like it was dead. And whether I personally believe she's in the right or the wrong, obviously I think I've made my opinion pretty clear. There probably would have been some meager path to some type of meager small redemption. I genuinely believe that, because I also believe that Pyro got off way too easy and stuff, even though there's very little comparison. I just feel like people are malleable, right? You're able to manipulate the narrative a lot better when the audience is smaller and there's not a lot of voices. And now that Just A Robot made this video, like I don't think there's any path to redemption. Not that there should be a path to redemption. This person just should go focus on their job and get off the internet. But like this has completely destroyed any opportunity to come back.
He poses it's porn. Here, let me link.
And she's talking about like, I'm gonna reopen the Discord eventually. Like she has hope. There's no hope. It's over.
Link it down beneath my video without age restriction.
And there shouldn't be hope for you to come back online. You've repeatedly proven to not be responsible with your platform. Repeatedly. Over and over again.
It.
I'm sorry, but there are consequences to your action, and you not being able to be a popular influencer in any community is the consequence to your actions.
I just think it's fucking wild that, like, in Jack's video, he's like, I'm not a freak, unlike Synni. Anyway, here's my animation where Synni takes off her underwear and, like, strips on a pole. Like, the irony is palpable.
No, it's not. There's no irony. You groomed a minor. They posted a panty and stocking tribute video, essentially using your characters, your OCs, in the place of panty and stocking. You groomed a minor. Those are very different.
I can't get over that. That's such a like. Please understand where I'm coming from. I'm so pissed off.
I understand where you're coming from. I've been in your shoes multiple times.
Called me a freak, and then you animated my ass.
Yeah, you're both Coomers as far as I'm aware. And I am so glad to finally sit down and talk to you. I was nervous that you wouldn't have gotten back to me because I've gone back and forth on my videos so much. I've been...
You've gone back and forth. What, sometimes you defend people and sometimes you don't defend them? Yeah, when you're on the right side of the argument consistently, sometimes you're condemning people and sometimes you're not condemning people. It depends on the argument. You don't just always defend people.
I made it really quickly and then realized, oh, I need to find the evidence, and then I had to change this, I had to change that, I had to change this, and I had to change that, and once I finally had a video all lined up so I could, like, look through it and fact check it, I was like, oh my god, like, I'm so low energy because, like, I don't really believe in what I'm saying, and then I realized, what am I
Then I realized you could be my Discord kitten, and now we're going to be friends forever.
doing? I should reach out to you to hear your side of the story, and what gave me the courage
And then I gaslit you into thinking that you weren't a Coomer. No, they weren't a groomer.
this was I saw
Even though you had already admitted to being a groomer.
that you took
For exposing children to sexual material intentionally.
or privated your apology video, and that made me think, maybe she's realizing, hey, I'm not a fucking groomer, just a Coomer.
It sucks because I was crying to Jack about it, and Jack, like, understood how much it upset me that in particular was leaked, and now he just doesn't give a shit.
Well, that's why I hate ArtCC people. They're insanely backstabby.
Yeah, like you.
Like, insanely so.
It's amazing. Every time he talks about ArtCC, or is it art commentary community? Is that what that is? He defines himself and his character traits that he's demonstrated in this video.
Like, you can't be friends with them.
I'm assuming there's probably like a bit of just the Fruitcake Club thing going in.
Oh, that's gonna be it's gonna be its complete video.
Off topic. I got us off topic.
Okay, so I suggest
She's trying to bring it back on topic. Actually, listen, this is even getting crazy for me. Can we get back to my grooming allegations?
you make your video. But here's the thing, everybody hates you already, they can't hate you any more than they do. In fact, so don't rush it. In fact, don't take too much time on it, but don't...
That actually is unironically good advice, I think. So many of these guys rush their apology videos. It's like what does Turkey Tom say? He's like, you're never gonna wish you made the video faster. Like Quite was a good redemption. Had all those allegations pushed on him, and then he made that video debunking it. You know, it's all bullshit.
Rush yourself. It's better.
It's pretty much done.
Okay, but here's the thing. When you upload it, be very careful with the title, the description, and the thumbnail. Don't make something that will make people upset.
You know what's funny? Isn't she like significantly bigger than this robot guy? And he's like explaining to her how to do SEO for the apology video.
People are upset.
Yeah,
but
no, this video in particular, I don't want to be provocative like at all. I just want to make sure everyone understands what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I think it's art commentary community.
Okay. You're going to still get a little backlash for it, but it won't be.
I figure.
It won't be. I don't know, 13,000 dislikes like you got on your apology.
Like, this is the second time he's used this irrelevant JonTron fucking meme, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're supposed to be doing a freaking interview with a potential child predator in your community, and you're fucking memeing. You freak.
That one didn't age quite so well.
I hope not. I hope my assumption as to how it will go is like a bunch of people will like click on it and then immediately dislike it and leave some fucking weird comments, and then as it keeps going, it'll get a lot more leveled out. That's what I assume is going to happen.
You're right. And you're going to have some dumb fuck constantly bring up, like 3 years down the road, someone's going to say, "Hey, aren't you that groomer person?" And you're going to have to deal with that. Like I have people
throw
doing
them at the wall.
No, Jar is complete. I have ruled this video, like I am very confident in my assessment of this individual, that Just A Robot is an extremely manipulative, malicious person. Yeah. And also a fucking idiot. He's like Boogie. He's like a Boogie archetype. He's like smart enough to know how to attempt to be manipulative, but too dumb to pull it off. You know? But he's also stupid enough to convince himself he's doing a good job.
Yeah, I have people doing that to me because of my thumbnail had a cupcake in it. I don't regret that. That was fucking hilarious.
Were there any other questions, or did I do good?
I have a few more questions about Birdie.
Did I do good?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
This is the worst interview I've ever seen in my entire life.
you moved in with Birdie, like, was there at least a small part of you who thought, maybe this is a bad idea?
And it's playing like happy music. It's like playing fucking awful.
Actually, no.
Why did you think it was appropriate to talk to this minor in this way to begin with? That would be a good question. That has not been asked.
Hi, your family.
She like literally got asked, I'm pretty sure it was like something along the lines of, do you think you are a groomer? No, exactly. Like that
was like very against the idea of me moving in with Birdie. In fact, I remember I have a distinct memory of okay, so I don't know if you know this, but I was friends with Jack Birdie back in like 2020, and that kind of ruined my life for a bit, and so I stopped being his friend. And then
the sad part is she comes off so much more well-rounded than Jar does. And she's like significantly like just been outed as like a freak, but she articulates very well.
And like more recently, I got back in contact with him just cuz he was on my mind for some reason. And he seemed to be a lot more mellowed out. He was a lot less like abrasive, and also happened to be homeless. So we just started talking again, and like I remember when we were like making our plans to like move in together, whenever I would talk about him to my parents, I would call him Jimmy because I didn't want them to know that I was talking to Jack again. At some point I like opened a separate bank, like a separate savings account just for Jack, and there was like $300 in that savings account for Jack. He keeps asking for that money, and I keep thinking, no, I don't want to give you that money.
She stole $300 from him. puts some money into his savings account for him. Now they're broken up and she won't give the money back. Like, why would you say that? Because Jar has lulled her into such a false sense of security through his gaslighting that she thinks that she's on the up. She thinks that she's coming out of the hole right now, and it's safe to start making fun of other people and saying shit like that.
He made $10,000.
He made $10,000, and also the fucking computer he's using to tweet out all this fucking bullshit is one that I bought for him, and it was $600.
How much percentage of the rent did you pay?
What does that have to do with them? What a percentage? Again, he continues to push this narrative like the person that one of the people that outed her as a fucking groomer only did it for the money, and that's for some reason supposed to make you think less of the allegations. They're less of a groomer because the person that was grooming was actually paying for the majority of the rent. I don't care if the person that outed her as a groomer was a bed blob bum on this, like mooching off of them. I don't give a shit. That doesn't make the person less of a groomer. That doesn't make the kid less groomed. That doesn't change anything. It's a separate thing. It's completely separate.
Most of it, in fact, I've been paying full rent for like most of our stay here.
Yeah, don't give him the 300.
Yeah,
don't give him the money. Dude, this guy's...
I'm upset because he has my jewelry. He fucking stole my jewelry. And it was expensive and I want it back. And also I want my cat back. I would like my cat, for fuck's sake.
Oh my god, another Kai and Omnia situation. It's always the fucking cat!
Dude.
He took my cat!
Why? Why is it always the cat? Like...
Well, Jack has like a really like strong connection to the cat, and so he's like...
Well, it's Jack's cat. To be fair, it's Jack's cat, but I'd like it back.
He's really fucking weird about the cat, but like he took the cat and he took Squirp and left stupid. So
Yeah, the person that saw the hash-slinging slasher stabbing that person to death by the dumpster, we shouldn't listen to them because they actually got paid to be on security that night. The person was actually a homeless person begging for change. So we shouldn't listen to the eyewitness testimony of this person stabbing someone to death. Because they actually got paid change by the hash-slinging slasher got done murdering that person and left $25 in their cup. So we shouldn't listen to them because they're just a bum. They got money from them anyway.
I have one cat and not the other. And Stupid keeps screaming because she's bored and she doesn't have her playmate anymore and she's sad.
Okay, well, get your cat back. Kai got their cat back, so I'm sure you can get your cat back. Like, why do you guys keep getting in this situation? Kai and Omnia move in together.
Because these people rush into relationships when they're not just immature, like their age, like they're appropriately immature for their age, but they're even less immature. They're like so immature, they're rushing out of their parents' houses and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and then they adopt animals and pets and cats, and then they have a breakup like 3 months in and it's a fucking disaster because they don't listen to their mom because they think they fucking know everything already. They're internet people. Internet people are weird, man. They do weird shit.
Together, it's a whole mess. You and Jack move in together, it's a whole mess. Anytime... I don't mean to sound...
Anytime weird, immature internet people that should be supervised by their parents still move in with each other, it just doesn't go well. I wonder why.
I'm bigoted, but anytime you people move in with one another, it doesn't go well. I mean you people as in artsy, this corner of the internet kind of people. Autistic...
Yep.
Autistic gooners.
Literally no life. Terminally children. Terminally children. Broken people.
Like, 2 is a coincidence. We'll wait until the 3rd time happens.
Okay. Ultimately, we have one common enemy, and that's the ArtCC and how they manipulate people. Like, they seem...
We have one common enemy, the ArtCC, and how they manipulate people.
Seem all nice and
it's a fun thing to say.
Wholesome, and then...
It's a fun thing to say after this video that we just watched, the context here.
They suddenly...
No, yeah, I think the art commentary community is, like, extremely fucking predatory. Like...
Yeah, you were in it.
I thought that even before, like, all this...
Even before I was a predator in the art community, I thought they were predators.
Shit happened to me.
Whatever punishment you deserve for what you did, you already got it.
Aye.
But yeah, when do you think your video will be out?
I'm hoping this week. I'm having to...
Like, when you do... That's what it is. The lack of professionalism. There's lack of professionalism and friendliness in this interview. That's what it is. That would be the correct way to describe it, I think.
Like,
like friends chit-chatting, getting to know someone versus grilling them and trying to get to the bottom of what happened.
do some things.
It's
I'm still debating if I want to keep the last part of my video.
This is Synnibea. This is how she's doing, guys. We have an interview to see how she's doing. We're keeping up with her.
Because in the last part of my video where I'm just talking about how Jack has been treating me.
And he sold it. He totally sold it. Like, in my interview, I learn about Synnibear's cat. In my interview, I've learned that Synnibea didn't even want the roommate.
Like, during all this, I started, like, fucking
And she is planning on opening up her Discord again very soon.
sobbing, and I'm wondering if that's even, like, worth keeping in.
I would recommend not keeping in the crying, so people don't think you're emotionally manipulating them.
Yeah, why would you? Why would you keep in the crying? Why would you keep in the crying? You are. The only point in you actively making the decision to cry on camera, maybe you didn't make the active decision to cry on camera. Maybe you let it slip. The active decision to take that footage, not re-record it, and upload it to the internet unedited is manipulation. There's no other reason you should be crying on camera unless you're on like a live stream or something like that. Which if you're dealing with accusations to this level, you should not be addressing them through a fucking live stream. Are you insane?
Like, God, I feel fucking stupid, but I like, a part of me wants to keep it in because I feel like there's value in being vulnerable, but at the same time, it's just like...
No, there's no value in being vulnerable. Literally, that's all I have to say. There's just not. You're on the internet. These are not your friends. These are not your family. You are on the internet. You are talking to your audience. There is no value in being vulnerable. Period.
Man, people will find any reason to be mad at me.
Especially you, for what your apology would be for.
I know, like, what my biggest problem was all the people saying...
Oh, she groomed that kid, but she's sad about it.
Saying, like, oh, Synny didn't make a real apology. I was like, that's the most genuine apology I've ever heard in my fucking life. What are you fucking saying?
I saw a lot of people being like, oh yeah, Synny is mostly just like Synny's not sorry they groomed a minor. They're sorry that Jack is leaving. And...
Yeah, because he did it multiple times. That is a completely logical and more than likely correct assumption to have.
Like Synny's just upset because...
You keep getting caught and apologizing and doing it again, bro. Yeah, you are just sorry you got caught. That's why you kept doing it. That's why you've done it before. That's why this isn't the first time we've been down this road.
Jack's going away, and it's like... You're mean, go away.
Okay, to be fair, it did seem that's why you were mostly upset, and I understand it.
To be honest, it was mostly why I was upset, because just...
Yeah, let's be honest here.
He's my best friend. My best friend, he's going away. What? That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. With friends like this, who needs enemies?
For real. Like, even Laurel. Like Laurel is someone, like...
Dude, they're like gossiping. For real, absolutely. Even Laurel's like that. Yeah, Laurel. I hate Laurel. They're getting their hair cut. They're getting their nails done. This hard-hitting interview from Jar. They're getting their fucking nails done.
I was so close to Laurel. And now, fucking today, she uploaded her own video about me. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have any other questions?
No, not really. It's just, after this is all over, like, once you and Jack have your everything sorted out, I recommend you take a break and rest.
Oh no, I plan on that too. Like, once this is all dealt with.
This hard-hitting interview that he was referencing the entire time. In my interview, I found out. In my hard-hitting interview, this potential child predator, I said, when this is all over, you should take some time and rest. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, because...
It really fucking sucked when Jack first left, because I was like, well, I'm public enemy #1 now, so, like, I can't make videos, I can't draw, I have no friends, so, like, what do I even do with my time?
Comb.
Like...
These people are such fucking freaks, dude. These people are insane, degenerate fucking freaks, man.
No, I just ended up playing video games for, like, a week straight.
Oh my god.
How could you afford to just not work and play video games for a week straight?
What the fuck else am I gonna do? Like...
How much money does she make, dude? Wait, she has a job. She has a job.
Literally
That's awful, dude. It's awful. It's so funny, dude. It's so good, though. There are, like, this guy is so stupid. It's, like, fun to just watch him. He's like the yellow Flash. Man, they got rid of that bat back cloth. They put the extra bat back cloth on. That's crazy. Let's go on Twitter. Yeah, this is historical revisionism. The Sonic's historical revisionism. Yeah, it's terrible. It's like, fucking people are so dumb, dude.
All my friends hate me. Like, all of my, like, friends are just gone. And...
yeah, it's what... these are the consequences of your actions, dude.
Like, I can't draw when I'm super depressed. What reason do I have to even draw if I'm not, like, able to show it to anyone? Like that's just how my brain works now. I can't draw just for me anymore.
The problem
once he found out that I was making a video,
I get
like,
that. I get that with this groomer. Like, no, I get that. Like, I don't know. That's like something I've been thinking about because, like, I make these videos and I like making the videos, but, like, I want people to see them, right? It wouldn't be the same if I was just making videos and keeping them for myself to watch over and over again, right?
He doesn't even know what I plan on saying in the video, but he's...
the military, honestly, Dave, I'm not a big fan of that. Normally when you say that, normally when someone says that, they're like saying that, like, every single child should be forced to do military service, which I think is dumb. But these people probably should go in the military, yeah. I think the military would have saved these people's lives, yeah.
He's already, like, trying to paint a narrative where, like, I plan on being super ableist and, like, calling him unreliable because he's mentally ill. And everyone fucking believes him, but, like, he has no proof of me even, like...
And she comes off across so well-rounded and well-articulate that it's like, that makes me actually even think it's worse. Like Jar is, like, out there. He's not living in the same world as me and you. But she is. She's with it. She can talk. She has a job. She has a job. She has a job. That's why she comes across so well-rounded. Jar doesn't, it appears. It's amazing what a job will do for someone. This freak that being accused of grooming children online actually comes across palatable because she has a fucking job and learned how to communicate.
Insinuating I was going to do that.
But that also means that she knew what she was doing. It makes it worse.
He has nothing. He has nothing. And
She's aware of the social dilemma of sending explicit messages to a minor.
everyone believes him.
Well, that's what the ArtCC does. They control the narrative. They say you're going to be sexist, racist, ableist.
No, the ArtCC hates you because you suck. JustARobot, let me solve this one for you. You have all these theories of why you don't like the RCC and why they backstab all this shit. You don't like them because they don't like you. It's not everyone else. It's you, Jar. It's you.
Transphobic before your video even comes out. They always do this shit.
I'm so upset that like fucking Kuma was the only person like questioning everything. Like
my new video's doing well too. Yeah, I was streaming for 3 hours and the new video's doing well. I like to try to stream when a video does well because I feel like those people might pop into the live stream.
He was the first one to contact me. He's the one who's like questioning everyone whenever they talk about this shit, and no one likes him. God damn it.
Well, to be fair, that's what happens when you're not going around when you don't follow the crowd blindly. They excommunicate you. That's what happened to me when I went against the grain. I had to be like, everybody knew the edgy shit I've said in my videos for years, but as soon as I had a different opinion on the Toby drama, suddenly I'm racist. It's weird that no one called me out for that until after I went against the grain.
Strange. And also,
why are we talking about you and your problems?
No one does. No,
they're just hanging out. They're like buddies, dude. This is the worst interview ever.
One does. It's like, so confusing.
They're friends, dude. They're buddies. This is like playing super. I know they're not playing probably, but who cares? This is like playing Super Smash Bros with my new buddy Synnibea.
Watch videos about the drama. I was like, wait, is Toby the bad person, or are they calling out a bad person? Like, what the fuck? What am I watching?
Toby did bad. It was exaggerated. And then everybody got distracted.
Why did he leave this in? Is the better question to ask. Like, what part of this interview was he like, yeah, no, this is good. Leave the whole thing in, unedited. It's great.
Because the Peaches and Creepshow art stuff happened.
Raw XD, but
exactly.
I had a dream when this whole thing, like when the day Jack left, I think I had a dream where like someone hacked my Twitter and just kept saying the N-word over and over.
I've had that one. Okay, well, tomorrow I'm gonna get to work on the video about you, but I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail. I'm going to have to pick I'm gonna have to pick what parts work and what don't work. At least the
And he kept this. This was integral. This interview, is this just him flexing that he talked to a girl? Is that what this is? Is this why it's in the video? He's like, I talked to a girl, see? Now, as you can see, I am not an incel. I have maintained a conversation with a girl.
I don't have to change the credits, but yeah, I'm going to be changing my video a lot, and I'm also...
But now he's like talking to her like, yeah, I'm going to do this video on you, and it's going to be real hard. Gotta do a lot of work to put this video out defending you, milady. Just wanted you to know that. Just want to know that I'm working hard. Working hard for you. How can you talk to me to sleep in a Discord call, kitten? Be ashamed of that. Video didn't come out. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
I'm going to have to reach out to Jack because, you know, for all I know, you're...
Uh-oh! Have fun with that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to get the video ready because knowing Jack, they're probably going to panic and try to control the narrative, like...
Of course, and that's gonna be hilarious, but god, I feel so fucking shitty because, like, I'm in a way praying for Jack's downfall, but it's just because his downfall is, like, me coming out of this situation alive.
Yeah,
god.
Like... The worst part is...
I feel evil.
I know. Trust me, I feel evil too, but, like, I'm gonna be 100% real here. I don't want to cancel anyone. If there could be an alternate timeline where Prison Big
I don't
Blue...
want Jack to be cancelled either, I just want him to fucking face consequences for this, because god...
I want him to face consequences for exposing me on grooming that child. Like...
I'm not...
To be fair to her, jeez. She's in a bad spot, and this Jar character is, like, gaslighting her.
I'm not happy. I don't want Jack to, like, go away forever. I don't want him to, like, suffer constantly.
Like, she is continuously being gaslit by this Jar guy into thinking that she's actually the victim here. Because he wants to be... He needs to cleanse his Discord kitten so he can claim her.
I want to not be Cinny the groomer.
Because he is a freak and thinks that just being attracted to every girl in the world is normal when you're a man.
Like, god.
You have to fight back. If you don't... people are going to think you're a groomer. And here's the thing. When people think you're a groomer, they think you're a pedophile. And when they think...
Yeah, those two kind of go hand in hand, don't they? What are you grooming? What are you grooming them for? What are you grooming? What's the... Yeah, I'm not into kids. You know, it's like...
I think you're a pedophile.
I want to finish that sentence because I don't want to ever get clipped or whatever. But, like, yeah, it's like, oh, I'm like, listen, buddy. I know I was grooming the kid. But you have to believe me, it wasn't because I'm a pedo or nothing. Yeah, that sentence makes sense.
And a groomer, they think you're a possible child molester. This shit does...
Those are all kind of like... Those all kind of link together, don't they?
Not stay online! It will link into your real life if you do not fight back.
No, I completely get that. You want to know what happened today? I got called into the back of my workplace, the store I work at, and they told me that people are reporting me because of the YouTube videos coming out, because some of my coworkers know about my YouTube channel.
Yeah, so you should quit the YouTube because your job pays the bills. YouTube doesn't. Billy the Kid, Schmo, what's going on, bro? We fucking talking about a robot that fell in love with a pedo. It's a YouTube love story.
They were, like, following up on that, and also...
This is his hard-hitting interview where he tells her everything's going to be okay and I hope you get your cat back with this potential child predator. Pretty sick.
So, like...
As they play Super Smash Bros. In the background.
Telling me, hey, so, like...
No, this is normal art commentary community stuff, I guess.
We keep getting reports about some internet stuff going on. Are there any police reports about this? And I was like, no, because there isn't. There's no police investigation or anything. Because these guys are morons, and this would get laughed at if the police were involved. Fucking... So luckily, I have my job still. How's that for, like, internet bullshit? I could have gotten fired.
This is why I don't tell people my YouTube channel at my work, but...
You should leave. You're on a downward trajectory. You seem like you are capable of coming across well-spoken. And that only makes me believe that you knew exactly what you were doing. All the more. You need... If you want to survive in the world And I'm not someone that would be your friend. I think what you did is bad. I think you're probably a bad person. You have impulse control problems, whatever. What you need to do if you want to survive genuinely is you need to delete all your social media and go to work. And your repeated actions with children, I'm sorry to say, you should never come back to the internet again. That chapter of your life should be closing.
Here's the thing. I'm going to go now, but here's one thing I want you to tell you. It's going to be a hard uphill battle, but you know what? It was the same way for Hopeless Peaches.
Dude, you're going to be okay. This hard-hitting interview that he kept talking about the whole time, that he learned all these things and it changed his whole perception of this girl. It's going to be a hard battle, but you're going to come out of it all right. And I hope you get your cat back. And don't give your old roommate the money.
Since Hopeless Peaches made it out, I'm going to help you out. And I'm going to help you out through this, okay? But I'm going to ask you something.
Will you be my Discord kitten? Will you be my Discord kitten if I help you out? Be ashamed if this video didn't come out. I need you to talk to me while I go to sleep. I need bedtime with mommy. Please.
Okay. Please do not backstab me.
Oh yeah, because this guy's a victim, remember? Remember, this guy's a victim. He thinks that everyone backstabs him. And why would you care about getting backstabbed? Why would you care about getting backstabbed? If you really think that you're in the right and you're doing the right thing and you're on the right side of this argument, then why is that even like, okay, what is the continuation of this relationship have to do with you being right and defending this person? I'll defend you, but only if you promise to be my friend afterwards. So that says it all right there. That's it. That's all this is. I'll do you a solid and try to put together a video to save you, but then you're going to be my Discord kitten. Do you understand? Like, what if she says no? What if she says no? What if you have all this evidence, quote unquote, that you put together that proves her innocence, and you just don't post it because they said, no, I'm not going to be your friend afterwards?
I don't plan on it. I'm
Okay.
not an asshole.
Okay, it's just, I have to ask that because it happens a lot. I don't know why this keeps happening. Hey, I'm going to help you through your drama. Okay.
Dude, I could hate someone, and if I've defended Hassan Piker because he has been treated unfairly on some occasions. I don't think that after that Hassan's going to be my best friend or I'm owed something by Hassan. I did it because I saw people fucking up a story and I was like, okay, whatever. You know what? I feel like I want to make this video showing where everyone else is fucking up. You know? I don't be like, hey, Hassan, I'm thinking about making a video where I defend you, but if I do this, you have to be nice to me and be my friend forever. It's not how that works. You are morally skewed. You are corrupted. You are not doing things for the right reasons.
Oh, thank you, Jar. Oh,
well, clearly, right?
Well, you're welcome,
If I had
Peaches.
to say
Anyways, I'm going to go tell a bunch of people you're racist behind your back. Oh, that sounds great, Peaches. Oh, hey, Junkie, you want to... I'm going to help you out with Lulu Bell stuff. Oh, thanks, Jar. Anyways, I'm going to backstab you in the Toby drama and also call...
Like what? Who is like a friend of mine? A friend of mine online, right? A YouTube friend of mine would be like Jar Juice, right? If Jar Juice ever did something bad, and it was like popping up, like I would not cover it positively just because Jar Juice is like an acquaintance of mine online. Like if I were to discuss something Jar Juice did that was a controversy that people were talking about, I would just be right. And if it was bad, I'd say it was bad. I'm not going to be like, listen, Jar, I'm going to cover you here, but we need to be best buddies forever afterwards. Do you understand? No. And if I do that and I fuck up, I wouldn't expect Jar Juice to cover my ass because I helped him out once. Your best case scenario, if you really don't want to get involved, it is not to get involved.
Call you racist. Like, if you do backstab me.
Jar does seem like he wants to get in their pants. He's got no riz. Yeah.
Please call me sexist. I'm tired of the racist stuff. Like, I want to be sexist now.
He said he was the king of racism, but he wants to be sexist. Earlier, he said he was the king of racism, and now a little bit later, he's like, but I want to be sexist now.
Okay? Call me homophobic. You know what? Like, I could do that too. Like, here's the thing. I'm way more sexist than I'm racist.
At least.
That's the thing, darling, that they don't know about me. They say that I'm racist, but I'm way more sexist than I'm racist. The fuck, dude?
God is literally punishing you.
Admitting to it.
What do you know? You're a woman.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like I need to, just to be clear, I know what I did was bad, and I know it was fucking stupid. Like, one of the easiest things to not do. I'm not a pedophile. Like, goddammit.
You're irresponsible. That's for sure. Alright. I'm gonna get ready for bed now.
You go bed. Shoot, get out. Get.
Hey, you have a good night, and, you know, keep up the fight, and I'm sure it will end well for you. I've seen people get out of it. Oh, and one more thing. For 3 to 4 years down the line, don't get a little bit of backlash and suddenly delete your channel like Spocker and Peaches did. Like,
all my friends, he mentions this on interviews. He's like, I want her to be my friend because all my other internet friends left.
Don't do that, huh?
I like my YouTube channel. I don't plan on it.
Hey, yeah, well, Peaches and Spocker seem to really like theirs, and I sure can't find them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. Here's the thing.
Don't ever leave me. Please don't ever leave me. If I help you out, you have to be my friend on the internet forever. Don't ever leave me, please. My community is falling apart because the other pillars of it are leaving. Please don't ever leave me. I'm going to prop you up. I'm going to astroturf your recovery. But you need to promise to please, please, please never leave me forever and ever and ever and be my best friend. Please. What a fucking loser.
Junkie didn't get canceled for what he did. Neither did Spocker nor did Peaches. They got canceled because they were cowards. Running away is the ultimate admission of guilt. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Alright. Good night, Cinny.
Good Newt.
Enough! Fuck this.
If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, is that this is a cautionary tale of what not to do on the internet.
It is. Don't ever do what JustARobot did. 100%. That was the best thing he said all video.
Anyways, I gotta get back to work on my Lio video now. So to everybody watching this video, I just want to wish you a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night.
Dude. Awful. Awful. Wow, man, that was a fucking ride. We did it. It was worth it. Honestly, it was worth it. It was only entertaining to watch like on a stream with like people. I wouldn't have watched it privately on my own. But for stream content, oh my god. Oh, dude, that guy is the gift that just keeps giving, dude. He doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. I want you guys Jar Juice Nazi song. I want to show you this. This is funny. Not Jar Juice, God. Just a robot Nazi song. Oh god, where is it? Just a robot song. Will you keep the stream up for a little bit? I delete them sometimes. Hold on, is this it? Yeah, dude. Are you guys familiar with this little tune that he redid for himself? Yeah, here it is.
Debunk. My eyes have seen the glory of the cleansing of YouTube. Debunking SJWs and feminazis
This is his shit, dude. He made this, dude.
We criticize reactionists in hopes they get the boot. Just a robot marches on.
Oh my god. Dude. That's crazy, dude. Straight like Nazi propaganda song. Dude, like literally listen to the words, dude. It literally like there's like a couple different versions of this song. They're not all used by like the Nazis. But listen to his version.
My eyes have seen the glory of the cleansing of YouTube.
My eyes have seen the glory of the cleansing of YouTube. Does that sound familiar? That sound familiar? One more thing. You got to see this because this story is like this is hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours worth of content. Look at this thumbnail. Look at this thumbnail. Do you see the thumbnail? I'm not gonna make it any bigger. Maybe I can. He's in the Dude, this guy that we just got done watching yapping, and he's all fucking weird and shit. He's into fart stuff, dude. Like, he's the gift that keeps on giving, dude. I don't know. If this does well, I'll keep it up. We'll see if it gets any attention, and then we'll continue to cover them maybe. But there's a lot. I'm behind. I'm like way behind. But I wanted to watch the video everyone kept referencing. I'm like, I'm not watching this for no reason. I'm going to make it into content, watch it on stream with some people or whatever. So that's what I did. Yeah, man. It's been real, dude. It's been real. Well, that's about it for me. I'm wrapping her up. Check out my new video. Like the videos, comment, share, all the stuff that helps the channel. Watch time. Give me that watch time. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.